Alright, well, welcome back to the 5th episode of the Dropouts podcast. You got your host, Ben. We got... You guys introduce yourselves, bro. I want to introduce
This guy. Babe.
Jesse.
Hey, Bobby.
Alright, yeah, I know. And, we're here again. Starting the podcast. It's been a minute. I think it's been like... Fuck.
That's four?
Honestly,
it hasn't been like this since the beginning.
Since the Hawaii one.
Yes.
That's crazy. I know. I literally made it was supposed to be just us, and then we just kept on having replacements because everyone was just busy.
Yeah, busy people.
But it's pretty cool though to have different perspectives on the shit. It's cool, you get people that want to hop on it and do that. So, got content for days now.
Yeah, now you can get other people on.
I know. I can get random conversation. I think I'm just gonna end up being that conversation guy that just talks to people in town. Just be that guy that just has random shit to say.
You're just a Joe, bro.
Exactly.
Just a what?
I'm a joke.
I said you're just a Joe.
A Joe?
He's the one that keeps it going.
Oh, okay.
Not like that, but that's what came into my head. Average Joe.
No.
That's fucked up, but that's what it goes in your head, no?
Yeah, no. Am I just an average Joe? I found a dodgeball that movie. Just average Joes.
What do you mean by that when you said Joe?
I know.
I meant like Joe Rogan, bro.
Okay.
You guys are lost.
Oh shit! You gotta say Rogan. There's so many Joes out there. Yeah, but I guess there is only one Joe. But what's another famous Joe?
Exactly.
Joe Dirt.
That is facts.
Come on, man.
Oh, Joe Dirt. Facts. That was a solid movie. But yeah, no. I guess. Yeah, no. It's been a minute since we've all been here. It's cool. It's nice. Fucking Fabian looks completely different, bro. Looking at the first podcast, that's crazy.
Just a little.
I did see it.
What happened exactly? You just fucking...
I just turned even, bro. I was tired of looking fat, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just stepped it up.
Yeah, cut my hair a little bit, exercise every day.
Yo, what were you eating? Because, you were straight up, you were, you were eating, from what I saw, you looked like you were just eating, dog shit, and you were just, still, in shape, in decent shape. You're never,
I just
never far gone.
Yeah. It is bad, bro. It's really bad, man.
Huh?
I feel like I'd skip a lot of meals. Only 2 meals a day, and for most part, it'd be chips, bro.
Really? 2 meals a day? But what would the meals be? Just go out, or would you go out?
Starbucks shit, you know what I mean?
Starbucks?
Yeah, exactly.
Starbucks for a meal?
Yeah, because I work, you know what I mean? The store's right there.
Early shift.
I just got a fucking cookie or a croissant, just unhealthy shit.
Cookie or croissant.
It's unhealthy, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn. And then you just switched it up?
Yeah, bro, I had to.
I know, it's crazy. If you guys ever look back at the first podcast, you look straight up and we were talking about it too, that's the cool thing. We're literally if you just went to the gym and got your shit, shit together, bro, look crazy. And now it's just
Now he's he was nah.
I thought it'd be at least take 10 episodes of the podcast, but I guess I do be lagging, so. Yeah.
When was that episode?
That was the first episode.
I know, but when was the date?
I was fuck.
It was 2 months ago.
It was June. That was beginning of June.
Really? It was 2 months ago?
Damn, it's only 2 months
Damn.
ago. So how many 2 months? How many pounds you drop?
Almost 40.
Damn.
40, bro. That's crazy.
That's hella.
I know. I'm damn. And then shit. Well, what can happen in 2 months, guys, bro? Damn. You showed me that shit, bro. I didn't.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah. Damn, bro. That's crazy. 190.
June 14th. That was the first day.
Damn, I know that makes me feel lazy, but I feel like I've been on my little grind. I got the reels coming out. They're coming. They're popping. Getting a little,
Yeah, I noticed you passed 1,000 views.
I did pass 1,000 views. It's pretty legendary.
Yeah.
For it's kind of crazy. Jesse literally started a whole ass Instagram. Went from literally zero, literally obviously 0 followers. But but how many was it before you started doing the reels?
I don't know. I think I was at 30 to 40 followers for maybe a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that long.
You're just doing posts or what?
I just did the couple posts, I think, and then yeah, just took a month, and then I started doing the reels. And then I don't know.
Now where you at?
Probably right now I think it's 2,100 or something.
Yeah. Just making progress.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm I need to catch the fuck up, bro. I need to. I'm going, but that shit motivates me seeing you do that. I'm yo, seeing YouTube just fucking grinding, bro. 40 pounds down, and then fucking this guy fucking 2,000 followers from like just construction.
I know, right?
Just construction. I'm like, yo, like that's kind of crazy. Like you see some like
Yeah,
fitness
it is weird, huh?
It is weird. It's such a weird like niche that like wasn't in like I guess like the Santa Barbara bubble. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm just used to like seeing like just like the you know the meatheads, the gym head, the gym rats just like dominating, you know. But, like it's like crazy because like literally like just gym rats, you know, that's like they dedicate, you know, just making like videos to, you know, just, you know, the gym, and then like they're getting like, you know, like 2,000, like around that, like you have more views than them. Like you have like the fucking million views, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like wow. I'm just like, yo, like dude. I just wouldn't expect there's like a niche for that. But I guess like
It's pretty overwhelming.
the algorithm is just like, I guess, you know, like you think about it, like the world's a big ass place, and it's just the algorithm just spreads it to like, if it spreads it to the right people, then you just fucking.
Dude, I have so many weird, like not weird people, but I have like people that
I know they're all
that are messaging me and asking,
Really?
yeah, and like telling me like just weird stuff. Like some of them would be like mad at me because I'm doing
They're mad at you?
Like
Like,
there was a
call
couple
you or
of them
what?
like got mad at me and they're like, oh, you're not doing this right, or then some of them
They
are like,
DM you?
yeah, they DM me, bro. I
What
have
the
like hella
fuck?
DMs, and
Do
also
you know?
no,
No,
bro.
random
Some don't
people.
even speak English. They'd be like speaking like
Spanish?
no, not Spanish. I would somewhat understand that, but they speak like Arabic. I don't know, like just weird words I don't understand. You know,
Do you ever
like
like translate it?
no, I never tried. I just don't really. If I see it like
carry
that,
on.
I'm like, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Thanks, just thanks.
Translate and then respond.
yeah, I just look at their profile, and if it like looks like that they're not from around here, then I'm kind of like, oh, I just probably popped
Yeah,
up
it's
in
like
there,
whatever.
hey, over there, you know. But if
Yeah.
it looks like they're from around here, and they don't speak another language, I'll probably like try, you know.
I'm kind of curious now just to like translate one just to see what it fucking like says, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
there's a
imagine,
couple
like,
guys who wanted to work for me, but I mean, they wanted me to like I don't even know what they wanted me to do, but they were like telling me. One guy, he was in Paris, and he did bricks in Paris, and he saw the brick video, and he texted me. He was like one of the first guys, and he was all like, "Can I come work for you?" Well, he said a bunch of stuff before, but he was like, "Can I come work for you?" And I was just like, "How?" You know, like, you're in Paris. I don't want him to come from Paris to
yeah,
here.
no, like you got money just to like leave your whole life
Yeah,
behind.
and then,
just,
like, he's like just waiting for me, and I'm like, oh, what if I don't have work? You know, I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to be
no, like,
responsible.
I'm
you know?
not gonna be responsible for your father's life.
It's a
Just
lot of
give him the
pressure.
shit. You better have some backup job. Come a Paris.
I just feel bad, you know. I don't want to do that. I don't want them to be waiting for me.
You know, that guy must be on his grind though. He must probably be sending like that's probably like how he sends out his job application.
Yeah, but his job was like he sent the thing. He was like, I'm like this and that. I'm a master at this. Like at bricks, what I posted. He sent me the thing that they do in Paris, and it's like crazy. Like they don't do it like straight lines.
Yeah.
They're doing like designs with bricks. So obviously, like he's
He
better
knows
than me at what he does.
Of
You know,
course.
but
yeah.
But
You're the boss.
It's just that he just wanted to be like kind of try it here. You know, like he wanted to be like I want to
You want a
show.
whole new experience.
Yeah.
You know, you want to go to America.
But he was definitely good. He wasn't like
That'd be
bad.
kind of cool. That'd be cool though to draft him though. Like,
Draft
Yeah, get a little draft.
Yeah, if I had a bigger company, I would have do it, but I don't have a big enough company. You know?
That's cool though. Like you can end up getting like guys like
Some
that.
guy, I was like, he's from Paris.
Yeah. He's like, oh we. Yo, that's so wild though. Like in like a couple months, like 2 months, like all that shit just happened. That's why I'm like excited for like this. Like once I get to like the college dropout Instagram gets to like 2,000, it keeps on growing and all that. Like oh damn, like. But I'm gonna be getting a whole different kind of hate. I'm gonna be getting like hated like personally.
Yeah, I know that's how it part. But it's the better part though because then it's like personal. Like they see your face, you know what I mean?
That is true.
So it's a little better, you know.
It is, but how is it better though?
But not the hate part.
Because they're gonna know my face and they're gonna like, what if they see me on the street and they're just gonna be like, spit
Yeah.
at me. It's like,
The hate part, no, but like the good part, yeah, you know.
yeah.
But sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm interested to see how it goes. TikTok's been like weird though. I don't understand the algorithm. Like every once in a while, like I'll just post and like it'll give me like it gives it like it like pops up and there's like hot spots. It's just like oh like for like 1 minute, it's just like gives me like clout for 1 minute and then it's like it turns off and then there's like another minute like 5 people see it and then like it's so random. I always wonder how the algorithm works. I want like a TikTok person or like an Instagram person to explain their algorithm. Like the people that actually make it, I want them to explain it like smartly so like I get it. Just get the fucking tea, you know? Just capitalize on it. I always wonder if the hashtags work.
I think they work.
You think they work?
Yeah.
It just shows up on Explore, huh?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Everywhere I looked at, I see a big video. It always has like certain hashtags. So it's like I just try to like mimic that stuff.
But then there's certain ones where it's just like the algorithm just like guides it all the way to victory, you know? Like it's just a good video, like no hashtags, no nothing, but it's just like, you know, it's just entertaining, I guess. It's just like hits the human brain, I guess. You know? I don't know.
I hate my videos. I always hear whenever someone likes it, you know, you click on it and see what they like. Yeah, they just hear it over and over. The scraping noise over again. I'm like,
why don't you just turn off the notifications?
Well, because some people message me and then I check the followers every now and then.
Oh, that's
so I
think you need to fuck with it in the settings.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never did to turn it off.
Yeah, no. Fuck. Oh man, yeah, it's been cool.
I think I got the followers from someone reposted it, a construction account, and they have like 1 million. Because I wasn't getting that. Yeah, they reposted, but I wasn't even getting that many followers. I was getting like a good amount, like 400, I think. But that was like whoa. And when I got 400, it took so long that I was kind of like, okay, like this is great, but like this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But then like. I didn't even know they reposted it, but then I looked at my tag recently, and someone reposted it, and it had like 1 million followers. The account that had 2 people reposted it, and they had like so many more like
on their story, right?
No, they posted it like on their page. It was like a construction page thing, and so many people. They gave me. That's how I knew because it was tagged.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think after that's what started the whole follower thing. But. I don't know.
You said you got exposed, I guess. You gotta, like, you know, have like one big person, I guess, just network it for you and just like show you around, I guess.
Yeah, it was cool that they tagged me. I didn't expect it to be tagged.
Yeah. Damn.
It was one of me, like when I was like, when I had my, what's it called, my knee pads on, and I went on the floor. Yeah. That one, they even changed the music and everything too. Like they made it like their own video, but they tagged me, so I was like, it's fine.
No, that's just fire. I like your advertising. Your advertising, I'm jealous of it sometimes. It's
just, what? Just because I spam?
Yeah, spam. It's like, see, that's the kind of spam I like to see on Instagram. Like, you know, when it's just like, it's like actual funny and like, it's like entertaining. It's just like, oh, like this is nice. And it's just fucking construction, bro.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'd be bugging so many people, you know? I'd be like laughing, bro. Laughing so hard.
I fucking start laughing whenever I see. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's cool.
It's fun.
Imagine the haters just seeing it, just like, what the fuck? It's like fucking Jesse keeps on spamming.
I know. I just be like, every day is some new video or something, some meme or something like that. It's fun though.
You know, do you just like save your memes, or how do you find your memes?
It just comes to me. I mean, I follow a lot of weird accounts, and also like on like the Lil Durk face. Yeah. I got that on Facebook. Like
on Facebook?
I was just looking through the comments, and then someone posted it. And they're like the Lil Durk. I was like, what the? And I just kept it, you know. Yeah. And just stuff like that. And stuff I think is funny, you know. It's always like weird stuff. Like remember the one where I was like, "Oh, Bobby, this is you when you're like there at night." It was like some guy and he was like smiling. That was on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just some old guy posted it, and I was like, "Wait," and I was like, "Whatever." You know? But just weirdo stuff on Facebook.
My fucking best friend's been just Google search, bro. Yeah, I literally just like watch our videos, and then I just like think of like a funny meme that comes to mind, and then I just Google search it or download it on fucking something.
Yeah, I know. When you have like those weird memes that no one's seen before, it's like it makes it like extra funny. You know?
Yeah, it's like the inside joke, but like some people don't get it. Yeah, like, I'm kind of scared like the little Durk one when I said like retarded, but like it's not actually a retarded person. It's just Little Durk.
Yeah, it's edited a lot. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's edited. Like, it's just looking funny, bro. So, yeah, though. But like you know, I feel like I'm gonna get like. There's a possibility, obviously, you could get hate for that, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know. Hopefully I don't. But, you know, people are always going to be, I feel like, looking to get offended. And, you know, I guess I'm going to be their outlet for a little bit. But, shit. Fuck it. We ball. But, shit, bro. I do have one topic actually ready. It came from like, you know, I won't say their name, but it came from a random person. And I feel like it is a good question though. Like it's a good question I feel like for the podcast. So what do you guys like classify as like a high value woman? Like I want to hear you guys. I already know what I think, but like I want to hear like every single one of you guys because I want to see if my hypothesis about like what guys' philosophy is true. So I want to get like your guys' like. I want to get your guys' like, all right, what do you guys look for, you know, in a nice woman? Like, what makes her wifey? You know,
Loyalty.
loyalty. Just
Loyalty, honestly,
Anything else, though?
honesty.
Honesty. Wait. Okay, let's go for one at a time.
I mean, we're all about to say the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
I know, but like, see, my hypothesis are already coming true. But like, I want to see like everyone answer differently, or like not everyone answer differently, but just like answer separately, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna interview
Our
Joe
favorite.
Rogan. So
He did say
Like I said, loyalty and shit. Being honest. I feel like good personality.
personality. Okay.
That
What about-
crazy shit?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the burps. That would be good.
No, for me,
Yeah,
my
you-
number one, communication.
Communication.
Yeah, number one. That's for me.
Communication.
But
Okay.
same
I
thing,
mean,
pretty much.
that is
Same as
key.
Fabian, but
Communication is key. I think that is the same.
Yeah, it is the same. Communication is key.
That is okay.
That's, but pretty much,
You agree
yeah,
with
loyalty,
Fabian?
honestly. Yeah, I 100% agree with Fabian.
Obviously,
But
okay.
loyalty is my number one.
Loyalty, obviously.
Is
I know.
two. Yeah, that's what I think, at least.
Anything else?
Hmm.
That like you'd want in a woman.
What I want?
Like
I
anything,
don't even know what I
trait,
really
not
want.
just like these kind of traits, but like I don't know, maybe like a skill or something.
A skill?
Yeah, would you like want a woman to have like a certain skill or like?
Oh, that's a different topic, but that's.
What?
Because well, high quality. That means like
Let's see,
anything.
a
What's high
skill.
quality to you?
That sounds wrong.
No. I don't know. Maybe they care about their health because I try to. I spend a lot of time working on my health, and I hope someone I meet.
That's something you value.
Yeah, value.
Okay,
That they care about their health as well.
that's a good one.
Hmm.
That's a good one. You
Gym, pretty much,
You
or
Wait, what did you just say? I was too busy.
You want someone?
repeat it.
a skill that I see that I would like in a girl. Something if they care about themselves, pretty much, health wise,
Oh, yeah.
physical,
Yeah.
because
That is, I like that. That's high quality.
physical attribute, pretty much.
Very nice. Is that it?
Mm.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
What you, Jesse?
I don't know, to be honest. I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like it always changes for me. Like I always feel like sometimes I be thinking all high and mighty about myself, and I want this and this and that. But then I look at myself and I'm like,
You compare, yeah.
yeah, I compare myself. I'm like, how am I as like a man, you know? And I think about
high quality
yeah.
to even demand
And
this
so
of
I
you.
just always like think about myself, and I think I'm like I don't even know what I want, you know, because I don't even know who I am. So it's
You
just
don't?
like no, not really. I mean, I
You're
change.
PG projects.
Yeah. I change a lot. Like sometimes, like okay, like we'll say like a couple months ago,
Yeah.
you would talk to me. I'd be like, she doesn't go to the gym. She's not this and that. I don't even go to the gym that much no more. That was a couple months ago. You know, now
Yeah,
I'm
but you're still in
different.
shape.
Yeah, but my goals are different. You know, so I can't really be like putting it on there because I don't want to be like, what if and you know.
What if you don't live up to the example?
Yeah. Like it's not like set in stone for me. It's always like
It's always shifting.
like shifting of what I think. You know, because like
Because you're growing. and
yeah,
you're
like
finding
next
what-
month I could be homeless, and then I could be looking at if I still think that, a high value woman's a this and that for me, this and that. You know, it won't really make sense.
Once you but I agree with like for some like the skill portion. I think that's a good answer. You know, like because like you may be looking for like for to be in shape or to like I guess like have like like I guess certain skills, but sometimes people just lose that with age and time.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But like, what about like I guess like traits, kind of like like the honesty ones and all that. Like I feel like there's some base traits that like make someone high quality, right?
I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just for me, just listening because I like to talk.
Communication.
So that if someone could listen, I mean, I'm fine. I like people to talk back to me too, but sometimes I don't even allow it. You know, sometimes I'm always just talking and talking.
Yeah, no, you
So-
don't even like. There's no.
Yeah.
It has to be high level enough to even keep up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when I'm older, I probably like what I say, what I want now will be completely different when I'm older. You know,
That's
because
for
if I
sure.
look when I got out of high school, I mean, I was tripping out. You know, I wanted to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. I did none of it. So it's just like you know what I mean? It's just so confusing.
Your direction changes
Yeah.
as time goes
I
on.
mean, if you would have told me at a high school, like, I wanted to do construction, right? But I didn't want to make reels and all that. You know what I mean? So it's
That
just
is-
like,
yeah.
it just changed like crazy.
The dream comes with, I guess, like I guess different paths that you were not even.
Yeah, and I feel like to say like, what do you think a high value woman is, right? And then you have to kind of be like, okay, well, what's high value for me? Like as Jesse, right? What's high value for me? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, shit, I don't even know what I'm gonna be tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yeah, no.
harder. I feel like when you're you're thinking about you're like 30 or something, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get married soon, then that's when you really be like, okay, I've had like 10
you really
years.
start looking back and
Yeah.
like, all right, like I'm gonna, if I'm gonna, commit myself
To
to
the
a plus.
examples of what you've done, and you're like, okay, well, I've done this, so I can't really get mad if they did this too. You know what I mean? Just looking at your life, and if someone's like from high school to like 30 and they haven't done like nothing, they haven't tried nothing, they're just doing like drugs, all the bad, then obviously you could be like, okay, she's not like a high
ready.
value to me, right? Whatever.
She's not high value. I mean, she's just not like. She's just gonna cause problems. That's just a red flag. There's a bunch of red flags.
But I don't know if I'm gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna be that person. So it's kind of.
But what makes you think that you might be that though? I feel like you're already like on your grind. Like, why would you get like set off like that?
I mean, I don't know. I just have like a fear of it. And I've seen it happen in my whole life, so it's
I'm
not
just
like,
falling back.
Yeah.
Falling back into comfort. I feel that. I understand that. I feel the exact same way. Like, it's easy to like, I guess, like give into like just the immediate pleasures. Just kind of like forget about like the hard work that goes into all this shit.
The easy path.
Exactly. You can just take the nice, comfortable path and just kind of like kick in. I don't really need to work today. And that, like that for you, like for me, like I have like a job like DoorDash. I can do it whenever I feel like it. You kind of the same way. I mean, like if you tell your dad like I don't feel like working today, like or for this month,
Yeah.
you can really not work. Like that's kind of
kill
like you
me,
have that freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Exactly. So.
I don't know. I always talk about that with Melly. Is that you would think that, you would think that having so much, like me, I was always free as a kid. I could leave whenever I wanted. I could come back whenever I wanted, always. But it always made me so much more stricter on myself. So I would make a lot of mistakes when I was a kid. Obviously, I would make a lot of mistakes, but I would always come back to
to the path.
Yeah,
to the path.
and it was all because I had so much freedom. I feel like my parents were like, "Where were you?" I'd be like sneaky. I'd be like, "No, I'm not there." But since my parents were so like trustworthy, it made me be like stricter on myself.
Yeah,
Right.
you learned actual self, like restraint. You
Yeah, and
had to have self-discipline. You had to learn discipline, and you had to instill it into yourself instead of it being disciplined by your by your parents. And I think, Bobby and me kind of like, we kind of grew up where like we had like that's a big discipline thing was like from our parents of like. Oh damn! Something big happened in the game. There's the USC game going on right now, so. But I think we had our like discipline instilled us from our parents, so that was like a big foundation of like I guess our like morals and thought process. And I think when you have more freedom, like kind of like you, I started getting more freedom when like later on. But like I think it comes with it's a double-edged sword because obviously you could really start to find out who you are versus if you're always living through your parents' lens, you may not be able to find out who you truly are. But if you're like constantly have that freedom and you're constantly exploring. It's a double-edged sword because you're constantly exploring, you're testing out who you really are, but then you can make mistakes, And like, there's easily times when, when I was free, and I'm like making, I'm doing stupid shit, or, when you were free doing stupid shit, and you could have easily ended up totally fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, could have been in a whole different scenario. Just thankfully, obviously we learned from it, and we were able to like step back and be like, hey, yo, like, I don't know if I want to follow this path because it's kind of dangerous. Like, this could end bad. I've just been lucky. It's just not, and if I keep on following that path, then I'm gonna get fucked.
Yeah. But
yeah, no. What about you? Did you ever follow freedom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was just because it was my decision,
Yeah, no. What's your mic, bro?
My bad. No, I always do that shit.
He's trying to be on.
He's always just like this. He's too relaxed. So you always just what'd you like do with your freedom? Did you like go out like as a kid? Like what would you do? I always wonder because like Fabian, you're like an enigma, bro. Which is like
he just eats Snickers.
You're just mysterious, like who is you, bro? Who is your past?
I feel like
What'd you do? Like
I think who is Fabian?
Who is?
I mean, before I started playing football in like 7th grade, I feel like I would just play with the kids in the neighborhood and just do a lot of crazy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel you. Do you ever feel like you're like you kind of like related like with like what we're saying where like you got like off the path and then you like fall back on it?
For sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like you like could have been like fucked? Like if like you like I don't know like kept on following it like you could have ended up in like a shitty scenario?
Oh, for sure, bro. I feel
Really?
like I could have been like in a really bad situation right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in an apartment. I feel like I don't know why I feel like I'd be in jail for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean I get you. I think like if I I'm grateful just for like being in like born in like my situation because like Jesse really like gave me like I remember like being a rap athlete. If I grew up with your childhood, I would have been like maybe too risky with my freedom. Like I would have like ended up probably like maybe like doing some stupid shit because like I have the personality where I'm like head first. I'm just like I'm gonna full send it, you know. Like we're gonna see what the fuck happens. And then like I remember Jesse was telling me, he's like, that's the guy that, you know, he's the first one to win, but he's also the first one to get fucked up. He's the first one to lose.
Yeah,
so
they call him a crash dummy.
Exactly. You know, so like
it's the one where you're about to do something dumb, you're like, go do it, and then he runs. You know what I mean? And you're just like, and then he gets in trouble, and you're like. You know,
I feel that was that too.
See, so that would have been me if I feel like if I was born in a shitty ass environment and I didn't have the right leadership, I would have been the crash dummy. I would have been the guy that like, I'm not fucking scared, but I'm gonna full send it. I'm just gonna like go and see what happens. And I think obviously, you know, grateful to have like the environment, to be born in the environment I was, because like, bro, being the crash dummy, like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I got into a lot of shit, bro. For no reason. I was just like, okay. You know, there's no reason to do that, thankfully. But, yeah, no. You fucking definitely got back on path, Fabian. You fucking got back on path so fucking hard. You fucking lost, like...
Wait, what?
I was just thinking, I don't know. I was just thinking, like, how, like... Because, like, when you're the crash dummy or, like, you know, doing, like, stupid shit, like, you kind of... It's not open.
Okay.
You're just spilling on me right
I was
now.
like, damn, fuck.
No. But no, when you're, like, the crash dummy, definitely you're the one to, like, end up in prison. Do you feel like... You would end up just being the full send guy, or what? Like, what did you have done?
I feel like
Just done some stupid shit.
nah, it's not stupid shit, but I feel like it would have been like bad decisions if I was like upset, like angry, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I know it's good to have like I guess it's really that's like the usefulness of like sports though. Like you could just like get it out, you know, like on the field and not, you know, like. Be a school shooter and fuck people up, or, you know? You know, you could like, you know, you could just get out on the field and not have to, you know, fuck people up in real life or make stupid decisions. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
That's one way to do
damn,
it.
we really went down like a deep path. Where did we start? Oh wait, no, we started with the fucking that one question. What makes a high value woman?
It was a happy dad.
Fucking let us down.
All right, so what's your
What's
high
mine?
value woman?
What's my high value woman?
Yes.
Me.
Oh, interception. Start talking about the game, just ignore it.
It's all 3 hours.
It's just me sitting here.
That girl's so bummed out though.
She's like, oh no. But you know, for me, I guess a high value woman. It is a mixture. I think everything you guys said was true. Like, you know, again, honesty, communication. Those are key.
Those
like,
are pretty plain
Those
answers,
are key
yeah.
foundations just for a good relationship. Obviously, if you're constantly causing me problems, and just like, you know, like there's always like something kind of like wrong. Like you're just like enabling. I guess like, you know, if you're just doing shit that's causing drama. Like, you know, for example, if you're constantly like putting yourself out there. And like, then like, you know, like if you're looking for validation in other people, and then like you have to constantly like, oh man, like back off, you know, like you have to constantly check in, like, hey yo, like, you know, like she has a person, and like you have to constantly like fight for being like, hey yo, like I'm with this person. That's kind of like, that's not providing peace. Oh no.
I was gonna tell you that, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
All right. Well,
What was it saying? All right, cut.
You need to plug it in, bro. I don't know if you can do that.
it doesn't matter.
No?
No.
What is it saying?
They all have 30 minutes. They already titles.
Oh, so it just resets again?
Yeah, he's start recording again.
You ever thought about trying to sell both of those on like Craigslist and then buying another one?
I'm so lazy.
I mean,
I'm scared.
Don has a wider angle, so he should keep those.
I like the like quality of these two. But yeah, no. Back to what I was saying. I guess like I just want someone that's like, you know, not gonna cause problems. You know, just kind of like just be like, you know, like they're just gonna, you know, like they're only, you know, with me. Then they're not gonna entertain other dudes. That's obviously if you're like all constantly going out to the club, or if you're, you know, posting yourself. There's a bunch of, you know, like scandalous pictures, and a bunch of dudes are like constantly like, you know, trying to hit you up and get at you, and you're talking to them, or you're just kind of like entertaining them. Like the clearly like that there's a problem there because like you have this chase for validation from other people, and the validation you're getting from your partner isn't enough. So like for me that's like a red flag. I don't want to like deal with that. So I want like peace in the house. I don't want no fucking useless drama that's just causing me problems. Another thing, high value. Peace. Honesty, obviously. I mean, you don't want no one lying to you. You don't want no one cheating on you. Damn, I forgot I fucking hit, bro.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah, lay it out. But honesty, obviously, you don't want to be lied to or get like shit like hidden from you. Obviously, like I think honesty goes, like just obviously telling people the truth if they're asking something, but also being honest enough to be like tell people uncomfortable shit that may have happened that like like that they should know, or like that you would want to know. Like if they would want to know it, you should tell them. So obviously honesty there. I think that goes deep. What else? Obviously, I guess like a high value woman. Obviously, like you have to be attracted to them. So like they have to be a beautiful person. So that's someone that's high value. I think what people mistake for being high value, like especially women, is like I think they think like the same standards that they have on us. So like obviously what makes a high value man, like a confident person, makes a lot of money, has a has direction, is I guess passionate about something, and confident, charming, all that shit. Like those things don't really matter, I think, for as much for like from a guy. Like
I was about to say, because I have none of that. I'm fucked.
I was gonna say for me, like it doesn't matter how much you really like you make, or like if you're doing any of that shit. Like it just like as long as you're like you have all these basic traits that make you a good person, then like then I could work with you. I have something to work with. But if if you're like a high, you're a boss ass bitch, you're a model making thousands of dollars or whatever, but like you're just kind of like a city girl. Yeah, no, you're just getting up to like nonsense. Then it's just kind of like you're not really high value. You may be good looking, but then in like the marketplace, like you're just gonna cause problems in my life. You know what I mean? You're just not wifeable. And that's what makes a high value woman. If you want to be like a high value woman is someone that's wifeable, not just someone that's fuckable. So, yeah, no, definitely. It isn't all about like, the clout. Like I don't really care if my girl has clout or like money. Like if she's just like a nobody, doesn't even have an Instagram, no followers, no clout, just fucking works at McDonald's, but she's cute and she's loyal and she's a good person at heart. Like I'm willing to build with you. Because there's potential there. There's like like the seed is the soil is the foundation is firm. It's not gonna it's not gonna give out from under you. And I think a lot of girls aren't willing to do that because like you never see a girl like settling like going like dating down. You know what I mean? Like if they did a guy, they're usually gonna try to upgrade. You know what I mean? They're not gonna try to go like, oh, I'm gonna build with him if he has like no fucking if he's just a McDonald's worker and like. It's just kind of like he's trying hard.
There could be. You can't say it's not.
I mean, not
only the real ones. Yeah.
Only the real ones, exactly. Only the high valued ones, the ones that see that quality. Not every girl is going to see that quality because think about it from a girl's perspective. You're getting hit up by sometimes you're getting hit up by like high value dudes that have confidence, money, and they're decent looking.
Who knows if they're high valued man?
We'll see the maybe
they could be trying to go for other girls as well. If they're trying to go someone low, they could try to go for someone high too.
Yeah, and that's the exact thing though. Is yeah, no, I think that's true.
I think it goes the other way around too. You can't just say there's only high value men and just low and high women.
Well, no. What do you mean? There's low and high.
What's a low value man?
A low value man?
Does say me.
Someone that has no, someone that has no like they're not confident. They don't care about how they look, so they're just like dirty. They have no like. Damn. Damn.
Bro, look at
oh no.
Damn, he's going straight at you.
See, I mean,
He was just looking at you as you said it.
He's like,
so he's all like,
dirty ass. Must sweating.
Go shower. No, but like someone that has just no like vision, they have no like ambition. They're just kind of like satisfied, just like sitting there doing nothing with their life, and they don't really know where they're gonna go. As well as like if they're like they say they're not in shape, they're not taking care of themselves, they don't have any confidence, they're insecure around other people. Girls don't find that attractive. I think that's a low value man. Because I mean, and there's other things too that like are outside of that. Like if you're let's say like short, that's gonna like that's a physical feature that may like put you like down. You know what I mean? But it's harder to, you have to have more, usually have to be like hella rich or have clout or have something.
What is short?
I don't know. I think every girl's different, obviously. I mean, if you're 6...
That's why I don't think this is sorry.
I'm 5'9".
I feel like this is a dumb question.
I'm the shortest one here.
It's a dumb question. It's a dumb question, but
everyone has their own opinion.
Exactly.
Everyone has their own different...
But there is a common denominator, though, of, like, traits that people want. Like trust, like, loyalty, like, peace, like...
But not everyone looks for that, but yeah.
Submissiveness from a girl. I want my girl to like listen and follow me. I don't want them constantly challenging me and trying to cause problems with me, and then I'm having to argue. Like, no, why would I want that? You know what I mean? I want someone that's again like gonna listen and follow my lead, and again give me the right advice, obviously when needed, but like not cause problems.
Do you think a girl could like want a submissive boyfriend? No, you don't think so?
I don't think they're attracted to that. I mean, I think they'll be with that.
Could be.
They could be. Obviously,
there's
there's outliers, but I would say a majority of women aren't attracted to a dude that's just willing to be like a stay-at-home dad because they're not going to respect him. They're not going to treat him with respect, and then they're also going to end up having high-value men, people that aren't submissive, people that are manly, masculine, all that shit. And they're gonna come up to them, and they're gonna, again, maybe try to get at that submissive dude's girl, and the girl's gonna find that dude attractive because he's more confident, because he's more masculine. He's willing. He actually puts in the work. He makes his own money. He's not like, oh man, mommy. No girl doesn't want to be a mom to a dude. And if you're constantly, I think being like submissive and being like, take care of me. I'm gonna live off you. Like that's a low value dude. Girls don't find that attractive, and I guarantee if we had a girl here, they'd be like, yeah, no, I don't want to fucking take care of a dude for the rest of life. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a submissive dude that's just, again, like, obviously though, it comes with submissiveness, like being open and being communicative and being vulnerable. Those are two different things. I think some people are like, oh man, they take that to an extreme of like, I can't be submissive at all. So they're gonna super extra masculine. You know what I mean? So like, there's obviously a balance there. I'm not saying you can't be submissive, you can't be vulnerable. Obviously, it comes it's situational, but I'd say following a common value. Like if you're too submissive, then like, girls not gonna treat you with respect. Yeah, that's my thought.
I feel like you're right.
Yeah, is that facts? Anything I said that was you challenged, Bobby?
No, I mean it's just a weird question because there's many.
Well, it's a dumb question, but I mean that's why. But it's a lot to talk about. I mean,
say our point of view, our opinions, but there could be other people that disagree with us, of course.
Yeah, we'll find out on Reels.
Everyone has their own preference.
Yeah.
But not everyone's along with that line. There's people that are going higher, somewhere lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could extend the question. What do you think are like red flags? Like, what do you not like? What do you like? Ugh, like if a girl does that, you're just like, ugh, that's a turn off.
Damn. Give me a second.
Who wants to go first? Here, Fabian, you go first. What's a turn off, dude? What's like something that's like, ugh, like that's, I ain't wifing you.
Honestly.
Like you're just like, I'm not
A liar, probably.
A liar? Okay.
Liar.
If you catch him in their lies, it's fucking bad, bro. Yeah, cause like I feel like guys cheating and girls cheating is kind of different. Like guys, we do it out of like our natural like sexual reproduction like strategy is to like just spread our seed as much as possible. A girl, it's like to settle down with one dude because if they get pregnant, it comes with like 9 months of like fucking carrying a child, fucking labor, and then you have the whole 18 years of actually like raising the child. A dude, they don't even have to stay there. Obviously, everyone knows the fucking meme.
Well, they do have to stay there. Those are bad dads.
Those are bad dads. Those are bad dads. But that is though like it is a reproduction strategy that is available to men. So that's why we act, and that's why we don't feel as attached. I guess when we know.
I never had a kid, so I don't know, but I think I would be attached.
Yeah,
obviously, sure.
Decent people,
I wouldn't want to
have
a million kids.
I hope my dad doesn't think like that.
Yeah, shoot.
Well, yeah, I know.
He's just trying to dip on
no, but I mean, like that is though like a strategy for like I guess like primal dudes. Like if you're like a high value dude.
I don't even think.
No, but if you're a high, but I'm not saying like me or us. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying a high value dude, like a rapper, like a future.
I don't think that's right.
No, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's natural. No, I think it's more natural for just to you settle down and like raise the kid. Obviously, that's what I want out of life. I want to have a nice happy family, and raise a kid. But I'm just saying that's a reproduction strategy that's available to us, and that's not available to women. So So that's why I think cheating is. That's why I think cheating for women is different, because if they're cheating, they're straight up like, you know, like they're basically saying like, I don't respect you, I respect this guy more, and he's more high value than you, and like I'm willing to jeopardize the whole relationship for that. Whereas a guy is just kind of like, I just got horny, bro. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, but I mean, I don't. Again, for me, I don't support cheating. I don't do it because, you know, I'm a man of God. You know, I believe in being, you know, I feel like that shit comes back to you. I believe in, you know, being like, you know, treating people right and how they want to be treated, and, you know, being righteous. I don't want to be known, I don't want to have like a, you know, a shitty ass, you know, reputation for that, because my parents raised me right, you know what I mean? I don't want to ever disrespect someone, especially if I'm in a relationship with them. I don't want to.
Like the moral, I guess, would be?
Yeah,
like
no, I'm gonna treat people, again, the golden rule, as Bobby said on the first podcast, treat people how you want to be treated. And I'm you know, especially in a relationship, like I got raised decently enough to like at least follow that rule. That, like, you know, I'm not gonna do that. But that is a reproduction strategy that's available to men that we could take advantage of that girls can't, and I think that's why cheating is different for men.
How many kids can a girl have?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, she had Octomom.
I mean,
who's that?
Octomom. She had 8 kids, bro. Surgically implanted into her.
Really? I feel like there's been one that had like 15.
But that's at once. She had 8 at once. She was pregnant with 8 kids inside of her.
That's crazy.
That's a lot, dude.
That'd be so cool.
How big was the belly? Like huge, right?
Huh? Oh, fuck yeah.
But definitely could be. I know you'd be the one to spill it.
What would you do?
I'm gonna get napkins. But yeah, no, imagine just fucking 8 kids. I don't know how many, probably as many as you can if you start from like.
You could go.
I mean, back in the Middle Ages, bro, like you could literally like, you know, as soon as the girl gets her period, people probably just started just fucking.
My grandmother had
There's
16.
probably 16?
16.
Well, that's kind of the same thing then, no, for the girl and the guy then. I mean, if she got 16.
I mean, most of them was the same guy, so.
I mean, better than, I guess, I don't know what to say to that. I didn't throw your grandma out there like that.
So that's what I was like.
What she was committed to was all from one person, right?
No, I mean, I think there was 2 or 3, but you know, but that's still 16 kids.
Yeah, 16 is different though. That's a whole different number. If there's like 4, then that's kind of 16. No, that's like you should put that on your resume. You know, like 16 kids.
Well, she probably doesn't even fucking have time to work.
I know, but 16 times, bro. I mean, I've never done something like that. Imagine that.
I know, that's a lot. That's damn. That's 16 separate times. That's cool though. Like if I ever became rich enough and like I found a woman that was like down enough and I really loved them enough, like, and like I had the resources to do that, like, would you do that? I would do that. I feel like.
I think it would be funny because people would be calling you. I was like, "Oh, your pull-out game's weak."
Yeah, no, but like my pull-out game is. I could afford my pull-out game to be weak.
Yeah.
You think that's a bigger flex? That's a bigger flex. I could afford to not even like pull-out doesn't even exist to me. Like I don't even need to.
It's like nah.
I was like, nah, I don't need to. I don't really feel like it. Yo. Yeah. What about you? Would you guys like if you guys had like, let's say like as many resources, you know, dream lottery, you know, won the lottery, would you have like, you know, as many kids like how many kids would you have? Would you still only have like 2, or would you go fucking full board? Just
I feel like if you have too many, you can't give them all too much.
Yes,
you can't entertain all your kids.
I agree.
I don't know. I feel like maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 2. I'm fine with 2. But 3, you know, 3 is, but 2 is enough for me. Because you give them enough entertainment. You're not really competing to give one kid more entertainment than the other. Mm-hmm. And, you know, especially if you're going somewhere that you have to pay.
It's hard to
you don't want to pay for all those kids because that's going to be pretty expensive. But
like, let's say you have as much
lottery.
That's what I'm saying. In this scenario, you have as much resources as possible.
Not all the kids will get as much
attention from you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they need that. So.
Okay. What about you, Jesse?
I want to have a lot of kids.
Yeah, I knew Jesse was like that.
I want to have a lot of kids just because I think it's just I've always thought about it since I was a kid. I was like, okay, I don't know my sisters that well, and I'm like I'm all alone. I wish my parents had more kids. So I'm like, okay, when I have kids, I want to have an army of kids. You know what I mean? And I know it's gonna be hard to, buy take them all to school. They all have their own problems. They have to deal with like 8 different problems.
But if you have resources to deal with that, then...
Yeah, but I want it regardless. I just want to, I want to be
how many?
Well, as many as I possibly can. Like with the same person.
As you can afford.
I want the same person.
Yeah.
But
same.
I want as much as, not as I can afford, just as many as like the body can handle, because everyone's body's different.
Exactly, yeah.
But I just want to be able to, you know, sacrifice whatever money I have to do to the time. And I don't know if I'll have a problem, like I said, like loving each person, because I just was by myself with my sister and my brother. So
it makes sense.
I just don't want to have the same thing happen. You know, if you could stop that from happening again, then you stop it.
That's that's one of the things that made you who you are. That, like, you know, it's a trauma that. I mean,
plus, imagine if you have like, even if it's half and half or more girls, more boys, you have so much more of your seed like spreading everywhere.
Exactly.
You know? If like, say the worst happens, you know, and like 3 of them, 4 of them die. If you have 4 kids, that's all your kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that's
it's
all
like,
of them. That's all of them.
If you have 13 kids, bro, you have like literally like a little army of yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
And I think
trying like that much though.
What I was gonna say.
I don't want as many as possible.
22 or something.
That would be like literally, if I had like 13 kids, that would literally be like the start of like my family. You know what I mean? It would be like my dad, my mom, my brother, and then my 13 kids. You know,
and then your 13
what if you
kids
just forget like a name though, bro?
Eventually, one of those kids, again, because you had more of them, eventually one of those kids are going to be successful.
Yeah, maybe. If not, it doesn't matter.
But think about it though. If you have 13 kids, you have a greater chance of having a successful child than just one.
Yeah.
So, but another thing that I was going to rebuttal for Bobby is that, like, I think when I grew up again with like in my family, I only had one brother, but like. Again, the siblings kind of take on like especially the first siblings, they take on kind of like a leadership role. They end up being kind of like role models, and so like you may not be able to love your kid as much as you want to be able to, but the love that you gave those first couple kids, they're gonna pass that on to those kids. If you're coming from like a I was really
that sucks.
I mean, you're talking,
shit ready,
so it doesn't
huh?
really matter at the moment, but okay. The camera's on me and him, so he's talking. We just need that camera or that camera. It doesn't matter.
Now the room's gonna be all choppy.
Fucking Ben.
Maybe mid-sentence, and it's gonna get.
I know.
I wanted to make sure people know about my ring right here. You know, I won TIF 2016. Those vibes.
That's what it says on there?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, damn, this is heavy. I thought it would be something different.
I lied. I only have 2,055.
This one was just on YouTube, right?
I exaggerated.
Yeah. Get it right, dog.
I think I said like 100 now. I added like 50.
Close enough.
Right, where was I? Help me out.
Horrible.
1975.
Where was I?
You were talking about
Something about me. You're
about my
saying
arm.
something about
the
me
rebuttal.
with me, my.
How big my arm
But
is.
no, I
two
think
kids,
I think
guess.
those kids would end up like raising like the love that you gave those kids would end up like the love that you gave those first couple kids. And if you're coming from a real solid place and a place of love and truth, and you're actually like truly want to love these kids and raise these kids and have like a nice, you know, like family core, and you have the resources to actually provide. I think the lessons that you pass on to those first couple kids, they'll end up. It's like a trickle down effect. It may not be as powerful for the youngest ones, but like for me, like I think you end up like if you're the youngest child, you end up kind of watching all your brothers, and they end up being examples. Or your brothers and sisters, they end up being like examples of like, oh damn, that's what I could become. And if you're teaching your kid right and you're raising them right, then like those young ones, they may not get as much attention, or all of them may not get as much attention as they'd like. But they're gonna have their brothers and sisters and they're literally their blood to help, you know, be there for them. And they're, you know, your blood is, you know, like you're still gonna give attention to them. And if you mean well, I mean shit. And you have like, you know, like.
But why?
And if you have a partner like strong enough beside you that's, you know, you guys are, you know, on the same page and on the same level, and you guys have the same vision. I don't see why you can't have, you know, a ton of kids and, you know, raise them decently if you have the resources to actually do so.
Makes sense.
And you have people around you that, you know, could help you maybe. Because obviously it takes a village to raise a kid. So, you know, you're going to need
What does that even mean when people say that?
Basically, they're saying like the neighborhood, like your neighborhood, it isn't just the parents that raise the kid. It's the, you know, it's the store clerk. It's the, you know, it's the other neighborhood kids. It's the other neighborhood kids' parents. It's everyone that helps raise the kid. Because if they allow, you know, their kid, you know, the kid, they let's say they see, you know, like for me, I really like live that because I grew up in a neighborhood of like literally a bunch of kids like that were like all older than me, and their parents like literally like they like let's say they saw me doing like something stupid. Like it was kind of a snitch move, honestly, bro. But I still love this person. Like I love this person's parents so much that I'm just like, there was no ill intent. It was just them looking after me and being a concerned parent, and treating her like she was treating me like I was her son. And she saw me like up on the roof with like one of the other neighborhood kids' friends. It was like a double-story roof, and she ended up like telling my parents and being like, hey, like Ben was doing this. I'm not sure if you're okay with that. Or I'm not sure exactly how, but I'm guarantee she let my parents know. And then my parents,
they got mad at you.
They ended up probably getting mad at me because they'd be like, hey, Ben, you're not supposed to be doing that. So like, I think that's what I think it takes a village to raise a kid. Comes from because. It takes, it's all those little moments that help, instill the right morals and ethics. Especially when you're young, you're very impressionable. If you're free, you could you end up making certain mistakes that could cost you. They have, if you get caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, there's serious consequences there.
Yeah.
So if you have the right village around you, they're not going to let you fail or fall that far. Mm-hmm. So.
I never had a village.
Never had a village? I had a little village. It was. I think that's what really that's what motivated me though to seek
a pick.
Hey, USC won game day, boys.
That was nice.
Hey, you know
imagine if USC lost, but I'm just repping them right here.
I was watching the whole play. That was nice.
That was nice. Interception, boys. USC number 5. Fucking the other.
Just edit it. Just gone.
Put the team's logo on there.
So we don't lose. But then I'm just wearing USC. I'm just fucking goddamn change it. It's like a crop of me just sitting here just with Oregon State, just like, yeah. But,
Damn.
I think I was lucky enough to be born with all that. So it kind of impacted how I interacted and chose my friends and my, community around me to where I got solid ass people around me.
You grew up here? Like in this?
And not in this one, and not in this house. I grew up at a different house. It was literally a cul-de-sac, and literally it was just
What part of town? It was in town?
It was right near San Marcos. Right, literally down the street from San Marcos.
In Galita.
Yeah. So, it was literally a cul-de-sac, and it was just a bunch of kids that were all older than me, and they just I just literally watched them, and we played sports, we played a bunch of games, watched WWE, watched a bunch of, we just were kids, and we were just out there. We had the freedom to go out and explore at night, to go
That's tight.
Yeah, no, to go bike and do all that shit. And, the parents were somewhat involved. They were they kind of cared, but they trust us enough to, with the freedom. Obviously there was still shit that went down that wasn't perfect, but I mean, still that's what kind of, grounded me.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah. But I don't know, that's what what inspired me, where I'm not going to sell, that's what gave me the mindset where, I'm not going to sell out just for, I'm not going to be, just trying to hang around the kids that have clout right now. Or, that are, popular, that have a bunch of followers, or that feel like they're, on the uptrend. I'm not just going to be, a crowd hopper. I'm just going to build something solid for myself. And that's, that's you guys and everyone that's around me. So, that's how I feel like I think of it. It's empty. Don't shake your head, bro.
I knew you'd be the one spilling shit, though. That's why.
Why am I the one?
That would have been your second
clumsy,
one
Ben.
still.
That's why.
I am clumsy, all right?
Hey, there we go. Exactly.
But I'm also agile too sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
I'm lucky, bro. Sometimes I'm yo,
When the Crocs are on sports mode, you're
I
right.
got some new slides.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you know where my slides are?
Yeah, you should have pulled out the slides, bro.
Hold up, guys. I mean, fuck, I'm gonna go take a piss. You guys go talk about whatever. I'm gonna bring my slides out too.
I didn't understand what you said.
I gotta go
He's
flex my
gonna
slides.
take a piss, so he wants us to talk while he's changing his shoes, apparently.
There, Bobby, you're the leader. You're the leader of this.
Last time this happened, fucking Bobby literally cut the whole podcast. He said cut and had to fucking. You want me to edit that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
your
that
job.
was funny.
Right?
He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Work harder.
Huh?
He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, he's the host. He should be in charge of all this.
You're the second host, though.
I'm the second host? No, I missed the last
you're co-host.
2.
Yeah, you're
I missed the last
co-host.
2
You're in the chair,
podcasts.
bro. I didn't get the chair.
Exactly.
I asked you
Yeah,
if you
for
wanted
real,
to
I'm on the
bro.
couch.
All right. Well, I don't even know what to say, dog. Well, based off of what he said about having all these kids and all that, I don't know. I feel like I still want to just have 2 kids, even though if I had all that money, because they could get all that money, I could just pass it on, and they could grow up, and yeah, I want them to succeed. I don't want to just give them everything they need, they had to deal with some challenges going through.
Spoiled, right?
Yeah, don't spoil them too much. I wasn't spoiled too much, but I had my younger sister, which only 18 months, so I grew up with her.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, we had fun growing up versus how he had an older brother and he had to have him raise him pretty much. That's what he was saying pretty much. But I had my dad raise, and my older sister actually raised me and my younger sister. So that's why I only wouldn't want to stay with 2 or 3 kids.
To keep them like the same age?
Yeah, somewhere near the same age. Just so, they could grow up together, they have the same interests. Not one's growing up too much faster than the other.
You have a good bond with your sister?
I used to. I think it died down. I'm still cool with her, It's not. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's go. Do you want some? I'll still buy her some food,
You think it's because of the age right now?
Yeah, the age for sure.
But you think it'll get better?
I mean, we're so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think like that's
we're in the same house.
That's how it is.
I just went to a Dodger game with my older sister. We're so close.
You're always family. You're always gonna be family and blood. You're always gonna love. I think your family, unless they obviously like slight you in a crazy way.
When you were talking about how you having all these kids, it started making me think about how my grandma had 16 kids.
Yeah.
And they had kids, and
if it wasn't for that, yeah.
Yeah, my older sister's like cool with all my cousins and all that. So all my cousins are close with each other. They always go out. They always hang out. You remember going to State Street, you and me, and then it was my cousins at that bar, and they were just talking and
they were interrogating me about your safety.
They're like, oh, you better make sure he's.
They thought I was a bad influence. I'm a great influence.
They
Come
thought
on,
you
now.
were a bad influence and all that.
16 of them.
But you see, how my whole family's close by having all the kids. So yeah, I see how you'll want to have so many kids.
They create a bond.
They create a lot more. Yeah, they create a bond.
It's beautiful. And if it wasn't for that, see, and that's the beauty I think about women. That I think women just don't give a fuck about. Is like women are like, I'm empowered now. I don't need a fucking kid. I don't need a man. I don't need nothing. But it's just like, that's women. Like that. Your grandma is like a beautiful woman. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be here in that huge family. Whenever
my mom was number 16.
Exactly though. If she didn't have that will to be like, I'm gonna keep on going and having kids because I want to have a big family, I guarantee you, when she sits at the Thanksgiving table where there's a big family gathering, that she is so proud that it's just like, all of this came from my body. All of this came from my body. Like she's literally like, you could take pride in that as a woman, and especially when you see all of them raised, and if they're all decent people, it's just like, I did that. And that's the beautiful thing about women. It's just like, only they have the power to do that. I don't have the power to do that. But they do.
They need your support.
Exactly. You need their support. Exactly. And that's what I want to build. That's so, I think that's like, it's crazy cool.
Yeah, interesting.
It's very cool. Yeah. But yeah, no. I know.
Yeah, so you want to show off your slides? Or?
Oh, yeah, no. So what do you guys think about my slides? What do you think about
they look very childish in my opinion.
What do you think about them, Jesse? Give me an honest opinion.
Reminds me of when Dory was... when Dory and who was the other guy's name?
I don't Nemo?
No,
Nemo.
Wasn't it like Carl or something like that?
His dad.
Yeah, his dad.
I don't know his dad's name.
What's his dad?
Carl sounds like the right name though.
It looks like when they went all the way under, then they saw something.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, bro? Why haven't you bought some Yeezys yet, bro?
Yeah, I can afford your favorite rapper, bro.
Hey, but
they're not that nice, bro. They're not like. I mean, I love his music because his music is literally like a reflection of my whole life story. Because we were both, following our dreams. That's why I love him. But like, it sucks because then I have to defend like his. Like if I'm a goddamn fan, then
things just replace.
I have to support him everywhere, and it's just kind of hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. When he's the trash bags, like
he's weird.
Trash bags pretty bad.
Yeah, the trash bags are pretty bad. But like, hey he does his own shit, bro.
I heard a bunch of shit about him.
I mean, these are pretty cool, bro. If he created something like this, I definitely would buy it. I mean, unless it was like fucking like
for $5,000. That's how much he would sell it for, bro. That was robbing people.
But like he said, he's trying to get off of that.
He's legally robbing.
He's probably making that shit for like $25.
He's not even making that, bro. Someone else is making that.
But like for $25 for it.
Probably like 15 cents. They probably give it to him for free. They probably pay him.
My boy.
They probably pay him to take it.
I mean, come up with the designs. Someone else does, and he just gets all the credit.
No, I heard he's in a big old lawsuit with Gap right now.
Fact checked. All right. First of all, he's getting out of his Gap deal, and he wants to make his stuff more cheap. He wants to make it more affordable for the everyday black community. He wants the black community to be able to buy his own shit. He wants everyone to be able to buy his own shit. So that's why he's leaving Gap. He's leaving Adidas because the brand kept on getting in the way of his vision of creating an affordable streetwear. And now he's finally out of there. He's gonna start creating Yeezy stores, and he's gonna make it affordable. But it takes time.
He's in a lawsuit with them. I think they have I think they actually are suing him because he can't sell anything with the likeness of Yeezy because he sold it to Adidas. Yeezy is Adidas, not him.
Yeah, but he's gonna end up winning.
I don't even think he created it.
Maybe Kim will come out of nowhere and just fucking make a surprise appearance and just save him from
Kim's too much of a goat.
Because she's such a high value woman that's gonna save him from fucking with her lawyer skills apparently.
Nah.
Maybe she'll be a real one finally and just help him out, get him his brand back.
No,
and he can make affordable streetwear. It's not his fault though.
I heard also that he had to sell. He's selling it. Someone else is selling his catalog. You ever heard of that? They sell their catalog of music. Like Future sold his catalog for I think it was like 60-something million.
What does that even mean though?
It means like they take a couple songs, like for Future, he sold it for I think it was like actually 70-something million. Mm-hmm. And they take like certain songs and they kind of what's it called? They buy it, so then they get the royalties or whatever when the music makes money. They keep it, but he sells it, right? But so I heard that someone's selling his stuff, and I don't know, but it has something to do with the Adidas and Gap thing because they bought his likeness is what they call it. Mm-hmm. They bought like his name, his brand. They pretty much bought him, and I guess that's what I heard. I don't know though, but they say that they bought like his likeness and. It came kind of something. I don't know if it was Gap and Adidas that came with it, but they're trying to sell it for like 100-something million, and it's like really low, because he has a lot of hit songs. Yeah. But he can't do anything about it because it's not like he signed some shit. I don't know, bro.
Damn. So you're saying like he sold a soul?
He didn't sell a soul. He just sold his music, but.
Yeah. But I mean, that kind of is a soul though,
Because it's like risky what he does.
Puts his soul into the music.
Yeah, his music is trash. I mean, he pretty much sold
what the fuck, bro? No. Stop capping on my boy's name, bro. He's a legend.
No, but it could be like a couple they didn't say what songs, so it could be like really bad albums. You know what I mean? And they're selling
which ones?
Like all of them. But no. Like what are the one like
I hate you, bro.
Yeezus or whatever? Yeah. You hear that album? That one was trash.
Okay, I mean, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I mean, it still had one or two great songs though. Like I'm still grateful. I'm still grateful that he like made the music though, because it comes with like one or two great songs. Like still like worth it. Even if the whole thing wasn't great, there's still one or two legendary songs that will forever be cemented in hip hop history.
Yes. I don't know.
So, but I mean, that's the same thing. That's the same argument. You can make that exact same argument with Drake. I'll be realistic. I don't.
He sold his for $500 million.
Yeah, but his albums are his ass. Like they're all the exact same. Of him talking about the exact same. Damn, he got fucking hit. They're all talking about.
Which one?
Just all of them. I don't even know the names because he's so irrelevant, to be honest. But I mean,
I think he's like the no. I think actually Bad Bunny's the number one artist, but he's like the second.
I don't know. Can you name a Bad Bunny album?
I don't know Bad Bunny album, but
exactly.
I hear it every time. If I walk outside
so you're asking me to name Drake?
Listen to him. You can't say
exactly. So your argument of saying that just because he's popular and he's the number one artist means I should know his album.
He is the number one artist. It's not. That's
he is, but you don't even know an album. So like, really, how number one is he?
We don't listen to him.
Well, we don't listen to that kind of music, but he's an artist, not like in hip hop, but he's an artist. I don't really listen to.
I mean, some of his music is pretty good.
Spanish music.
Exactly. I just don't listen to Drake because he's just.
You had to listen to Drake. Everywhere you go, Drake's playing.
Okay, I mean, I'd listen to a little bit of Drake, but not like a lot.
I know. You listen to it, so.
I know that.
That's why you don't.
You can't not listen to it.
Why?
It's just impossible not to. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, but Kanye's everywhere too, though.
Yeah, in 2008, yeah, he was.
What?
No, Kanye.
Everyone on like TMZ and shit too.
I mean, we talk more about Kanye. I mean, everyone talks more about Kanye about his antics than his music.
Exactly.
His music's
true. Because it comes. No, it isn't though.
When's the last time you slapped some Donda? Like, just be honest. Just be just that first probably like week, and that's it.
I never listened to it again. Slap it.
I never saw it again, but no one ever.
I still slap it, bro. I plan on once I win my.
Like you slap it out of the car, like the CD, you just get that shit out of there. Like that's what I would do.
I plan on once I win my October 1st tournament, I'm gonna make like a little like.
You're gonna get the Red Octobers?
I'm gonna make a reel to Off the Grid, bro. I've been listening to Off the Grid. It's a
that sounds tight. It's just when Kanye plays, it's fucked.
No, I like Kanye's part.
Yeah, I like Fabio, but not.
I mean, Fabio goes absolutely off, but like
He goes good, huh?
But it's also want to know whose beat is on? Kanye's beat.
Yeah, I guess he's pretty good at making beats. I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
he
it,
is.
though.
He's a great artist.
Not artist, but like he's
Like,
a
what
good.
do you mean? That's a part of the art. Is the beat. Damn, I gotta replace the battery. All right.
That's part of. Don't you agree that he was a great artist?
Huh? He said he was a great artist because he made a beat.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a producer, bro, but that's not good. I know, but I don't know. I feel like Kanye's kind of like Kanye's like a Jay-Z knockoff, you know? Kanye's kind of like he wants to be like Jay-Z a bit.
He literally is his own person.
Well, everyone's their own person, man. That doesn't even make sense.
What do you mean? How is he copying?
Because remember,
Grab your mic, dog. No one's hearing your explanation, so hurry up. This should get all of us, by the way. Yeah.
imagine one time I'm picking up trash and they tell me to pick up Kanye. I'd be ass.
What? Okay. I can respond now. Dude, both empty.
Oh, we're slandering Kanye.
Dude,
when you were going.
We're always
here.
okay.
Makes
Every
sense, right?
fucking
Makes
podcast,
sense.
you guys end up slandering Kanye.
I love Kanye.
What?
In which way?
I mean, like, I just feel bad for him, you know. But like,
Why do you love? So you love him?
nah, love's a strong word.
Why'd you say you love him then?
I just said that.
Didn't he just say that? Am I tripping? Fucking call him out, Bobby. Call him out.
I missed this.
Bobby is such a dick rider sometimes, bro. Bobby is such a dick rider. He just lets Jesse get away with this shit, bro.
Yeah, he got away with it. I don't know. I also think he said he loves him.
Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I'm a liar, I am.
I caught you. No, how is Kanye's not? He's not copying Jay-Z in any way though. Like you
No,
can't
I was
say
just
like.
joking. I don't even know too much about Jay-Z, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I just remember when he was all mad at Jay-Z because he wouldn't give him money. You remember that? When he got mad at everyone because
He
they
gets
didn't give him
mad
money.
at everyone, to be honest.
I mean, look at Kanye.
He's bipolar though.
Oh well, okay. But
Excuses.
Kanye always remember. I remember when I was a kid, I always heard Kanye talking about like George Bush doesn't care about this and that and
He
all
does.
that, right?
Yeah, I guess,
And
yeah.
he's a billionaire. How many people has he helped? He's just sold more expensive clothes. That's it. He never helped no one.
He has his own community, and he's like but like. That's from our perspective, though.
The
We don't
best
really
he
know what
did-
he's up. We don't really know what he's up to, though. And it looks like he's actually trying to create a community. When you hear him talk about on the Joe
No, he's
Rogan
trying to create
podcast,
money. That's what he's trying to create.
well, you have to create money in order to create a community.
How much
and-
money? He's a billionaire. How much money do you need?
Well, he was broke like literally a couple years ago. Like he had to build it all first. He had to build himself
has to
up.
wait
He had to get him.
40 years or something, or what? When you have $1 billion, you could give away a fucking 100,000. He doesn't give away anything. He just he makes more stuff.
Exactly. He's making more stuff though. That's how he's
For
contributing.
him.
Not just for him though.
That makes no sense. Think about it like that. Think about like Jesse. I want to help you. And I'm like, okay. You're like, I just need to get some money. I'm like, all right, that makes
We
sense.
don't know him personally. What if he's helping a bunch of people and we don't even know it?
No, but he says he's calling out George Bush. George Bush is the president. He's saying he wants to help out a lot of people. He's a billionaire. He's never helped out no one.
I guarantee you, I could look up somewhere and he's donated money someplace. He's
$1 billion?
He's inspired literally probably billions of people with his music.
That's
He-
great. But,
That's still part of it. That's still part of it. That takes a lot of work to make a whole ass album.
but that one doesn't help no one really. I mean,
It does. I mean, it does though. It changed
No, but
history. It
he-
changes history.
But okay, like that.
His voice changes history.
Like the episode with Sway, right? When he was like, I want to build a brand, right? And this and that because I want to give money back because we don't have our people, his people, whatever, right? Don't want to have they don't have no clothing brands, this and that. Okay, he has a clothing brand, he has all that. Now what does he do with it? Does he like help out other people that are in his situation from Chicago?
I need an interview.
No.
I need
He doesn't, you know?
Yes, he does. He probably does.
He just goes with the Gap and Adidas. He doesn't go with no small.
I guarantee he creates opportunities in Chicago.
He doesn't help out no rappers. He has nothing. He just goes bigger. He goes to Gap and he goes to Adidas.
Would
He
you
doesn't
say
go
this to
back down.
Kanye's face right now? Would you say
Of
this?
course. I mean, this woman might start crying. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yo, I'm gonna tag him in this, bro. I'm gonna tag him in this
I mean, he knows, bro. I mean, he might just trip out. I mean, but
Kanye, I still love you, bro. I don't support this guy.
no, I mess with Kanye, but it's just like
You
I know.
really are messing with him. What do you mean?
I know if Kanye was here, bro, he would not mess with any of us. That's the truth. And any
What do you
other
mean?
person that
He
I
probably
like,
wouldn't mess with us.
No.
he would get mad at us. He was screaming at his friend Sway.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He was screaming at him, bro.
But he would
because
take it
tried to help
he
him
would take
out.
it personally, yeah.
He was just getting mad. I mean,
He
that's like
probably
a
would
little
take it.
kid.
He probably would take it personally.
Yeah, he doesn't like. I mean, he's just.
He's not good with
What he's
confrontation.
gonna do is he's gonna try to sell more stuff to make
He's gonna
more
get
money.
bipolar on us.
Yeah, it's just. Now Drake, that's different. Drake actually does have
He's
a
gonna
lot of
listen.
artists.
So you think he's gonna listen? You think Drake would actually listen? And like, even if we did talk shit,
Nah,
he's
Drake
not-
wouldn't be here, but like
Okay, but let's say he is.
he'd be at the embassy. But
Well, let's say we go to the embassy.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be way more better conversation with Drake just to talk. I mean, he just seems like more real, you know.
I think it'd be a nicer conversation for us, but I think it'd
Oh, that face getting out. She's supposed to.
No. I think it'd be a more interesting conversation. It'd be more like viral if we had Kanye on.
I know, but viral's not always better. I mean, it would be a boring conversation. He would just be talking about everything, and we'd just be sitting there. He'd be like, "Steve Jobs," tripping out.
Steve Jobs.
We'd all just be like this.
Faith, go.
We'd all just be scared. And
We'd just be like this, like,
what the- But if Drake was here, like we'd all be like chilling, you know, like he'd be cool. He'd actually talk to us, you know. I don't know. I mean, it's Drizzy, RB Graham. But I don't know. I just
So gives our his point of view of a high value woman as well. So Drake will give us a high.
He would agree with us. He'd agree with me.
Yeah. And I mean, he'll say his.
I mean, I think
I don't know about
Kanye.
that.
I think
I mean,
both of them would agree with us about the high value part. Yeah, I mean, like they're literally high value dudes. So like, whatever they said
yeah,
would
but
be
their high
just
value
facts.
is like way different. I mean, they're like literally
course.
like
They're the
billionaires.
highest
One
of
of them's
the
a
value.
billionaire. I mean,
And the
that's-
other one's the most popular fucking rapper. Or
yeah, I don't even have a million. He has a billion. We're not gonna be dating the same people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
That's a whole different high value.
But still, though, that would be like whatever they said though would be like kind of like the hallmark. It'd be like the like foundation for the highest value of man.
But they're not even the highest value.
Who
does
is the highest
Kanye
value?
always
Who
talk
is the
about?
highest value of man?
He always
man?
talks about Steve Jobs. He always talks about all the people. He doesn't even talk
But
about
he's
himself.
influential. I don't think value is just.
No, he's a hell of a knockoff. I'll give him that. But he wants to be like Steve Jobs and all them. That's what he wants to be. Like those are his idols.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that, but you're saying he's the pinnacle of high man, but he's not. If he wants to be like
He's
someone
one
else.
of the pinnacles. Yeah, he's definitely one of the pinnacles. His influence. I don't think just it comes down to money. Not only is he a billionaire, which Drake isn't, but he's also just as influential. And but it also comes with the opposite side of him being controversial.
But they're both not like the pinnacle though. That makes
I
sense.
think that. Well, I mean, I think it'd depend on the girl, but I think like for most girls, like I mean, like I think the pinnacle would just be who they are now, but just probably like a younger version of them. That's more attractive.
Wait, what?
Like that'd be like the highest value of version of them. Would be like
A younger version?
Yeah, because I feel like that'd be more attractive to a girl. I mean, obviously we need a girl here to like.
They're not that old though. They're like 30.
Yeah, but like still, I don't know. I mean, they'd be more high, but they'd still be more high value if they're 25, in their peak, physical.
But not everyone's their peak at 25.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Whatever their peak physical is, but they're clearly. I mean,
What if,
I don't think they're at
what,
the
if
peak.
you're, what if you're like big, like you don't work out your whole life, and then you start working out like 60? Then your peak would be 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, who says you live to 60?
But who says you don't live that 60?
Right.
Okay, fine. Fuck.
I feel like most people don't live that 60.
Actually, I follow a guy who does like lift. He's pretty old, but like let's see, like what's his name? The guy that you interviewed, like he's fit and stuff, you know. What if he never worked out and he started working out?
He
like,
said
a
his
couple years
right.
ago?
He said his
That
peak was
you know,
around. He said
you
his
trying
peak.
to say he's not at his peak.
His peak, not anymore. No, but I think his peak. He told me his peak was at like around 40.
That's old.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
he's
still-
25.
but physically.
But, I mean, when he would just get wiser. I mean, like.
And he gets, but
Yeah.
like then like.
So
but
he
then
just got-
his peak started. So, but it depends on I guess what the person values. If the person's valuing wisdom and knowledge,
So he was
then his
more
peak,
wise
his
at
peak would be
20.
right now. But then if they valued more so physical, then it would be probably when he was like 35 or something whenever he was
You
at
said 40.
40. I don't know, but
He's trying to go
You
younger.
just took down 10 years.
I know.
I took it on 5 years. Okay. Because I just imagine like probably like his I don't know, maybe I don't know. I just imagine like his true like peak would probably be
Why
like,
you gonna
around, like,
disrespect wrestling?
younger. I'm not disrespecting him.
He's in his peak right now.
He's not in his peak right
Seems
now.
like
Yeah,
it.
Physically, no, but wisdom-wise,
Mentally?
yes. Mentally, yes. But
Wait,
not
what?
everyone. But not every girl would value that as their peak. That's why I kind of went for like a middle ground of
You said
like
25.
when he's both physical and mentally matured.
You took off a couple
I said
decades.
35, not 25.
Did you say 25?
No, I said 35.
He said 35.
Really?
I love when Bobby,
Sorry.
I love when Bobby fucking backs me up.
It's
so
his
validating.
peak was 40, he said, but...
No, but he said for a peak for a male is 25.
Right, he
That's
did
what
say
that's
that.
why I
He
said
did say
no.
that.
Well, it depends on if it, well, like some people.
And then
like,
you raise it at 35. And now you said now it's
You're just making up numbers now.
Can I speak on my podcast? No. I feel like
25.
I feel like it. Well, it depends. Some people's peak was literally in high school, bro.
No, you said 25. You didn't say high school. You said
But
25.
I'm saying for the average male,
depends
probably
on
around
people.
25. Yeah,
It
that's
varies.
my opinion. But like, it could be 30. But I'm saying for the average male now, like some people literally like think about most people our age in high school. Have they fallen off or have they improved?
We're 21, so people in our age aren't in high school.
Exactly, but some no. But I'm saying though, like imagine
25 is
I'm
a
saying
good
pick-
range.
That's
a
what
good age for being a peak.
Bobby
but,
agrees with me.
But it's different for a lot of people. But I'll say the average level ground would be
25.
25 to 30. But depends on what you're
What do you
you're
think the
comparing
average
to. You know.
peak for a male is?
It depends on the person.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying though. I'm saying the
What would,
average.
what would you say the average is?
I don't know. I don't even know that many
So
people.
think about it and then come back to me.
Like, you just said everyone 25, and I said rest, and you said no 35.
I said
it makes
It's subjective. You said the guy was at 40.
subjective though.
You said 40 and
I
then
just said one person.
But not everybody
Just one
takes
person,
care.
man.
Okay, but not every person takes care of themselves. You know, till they're 35. Most people, they have kids and then they just start falling off physically. He still kept his physical prowess, you know, and kept on training. He hasn't stopped. So that's why he's like his physical, like, you know, like peak was around 35, 40, versus like most people. Again, people that we went to high school with, they literally they already fell off physically.
But you
Like,
don't
their
know
peak was
that.
already back in high
You
school
don't know
senior
that.
year.
You don't know that because Fame is a prime example of that.
We
That
don't
doesn't
know
make any
that,
sense.
but I'm saying for the average male, if you
What if
You know,
Fabian? What if
it's not
Fabian
gonna-
keeps
it's not
working out
plateaued.
and he stops, and then when he's 40, he just gets fit. Then what are you gonna say? He was prime now, or was he prime then? I mean, you don't really know.
well, I mean, it depends how
Because
much
you can't
weight.
look at Fabian in high school and be like, oh, that's his prime, because it's not.
We don't know yet. We haven't seen the
Well, we
total
know now
result.
that it wasn't.
But there's a lot of people that we've already seen the total result of, and we've seen the average of of the average male, and we compare it
It
all.
just sounds
and we're
like the
just
stock market,
But
honestly,
who,
at this
though?
point,
Like-
because, you know, it goes
It
up
does.
and down.
Exactly, it goes up and down. Every person's different, but if we look at the average male, it's probably around 25 because males nowadays have gotten weaker and weaker and weaker because of society.
But people we go to high school with aren't even 25 yet. So how would you even know
I feel
that?
like most people mature
I'm making
after
an-
the
I'm
age
making-
of
I'm making an
25
ass-
because
I'm
they're
making
out
an-
of college.
I'm making an assumption. I'm making an assumption that most people are just going to fall off because
That's-
most people are lazy and most people aren't willing to stay committed to being physically fit.
I wouldn't say it's just physically, both mentally and physically.
Exactly.
But like,
That's why I'm saying
most
25.
people
That's why
are
I'm
out
saying.
of college already by the age of 25.
That's why I'm saying
So
that-
that's why I'm saying once they're out of college, you know, they already started their career and they already know what their path is. And by the time they're 25 to 30, mostly 30, I think 30 probably is the
They're
most
starting
peak.
to wake up.
Yeah, they see they know what they're doing.
They see the
just need
truth.
to get there, you know?
Yes. So
I
they start
think
making
25
decisions.
to 30 is like their peak. For
Yes.
average.
I agree
average.
with that. I agree with that. I agree
Because
with that.
that's for people that go to college.
Exactly.
For people that don't go to college, like us, we're dropouts. Mm-hmm. It could be different.
It can be different. Yes.
It's very different.
That's why. And that's why. And that's
25
why.
to 30 is most people that go to college, you know, learn shit in college, come out of college.
And then they start.
They
elevating
they use everything they learn in college to,
to start applying to real life.
yes. And they peak at that age, you know, and they continue
At a
or
higher
they plateau.
At a higher age.
They continue making money and you know knowledge. You know you could never stop gaining knowledge. So you know, just like the meme, knowledge.
They haven't seen that yet, but they're gonna see it soon.
But yeah, it just continues. You don't most yeah, it's complicated.
It is complicated. So that's why I said around 25 or 30 because I feel like
Average.
an average of like there's a lot of guys. It's like a bell curve. There's a lot of guys that we went to high school with that are just like they're not gonna wake up. They're just stuck doing bad habits. And then there's a lot of guys again like that like are going through their own process, making mistakes now, but then later on they're gonna end up realizing and waking up and kind of like going down the self improvement and waking and their peaks are gonna be later on in life, not in high school. So that's why I'm like saying around like 25 or 30 is a good age. What do you think, Fabian? What do you think is like probably maybe a peak for?
Yeah, Faye's been quiet this whole podcast.
Well, he's high as shit, bro. took like multiple fucking stizzy hits.
Fabian's been talking the whole time on his head.
Yeah, he's like, what do you mean? I've been talking. He's having a whole ass conversation.
My part, huh? I feel like I agree with both of you guys. Like 25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25, 30. I agree. Yeah. What do you think, Jesse? Since
I
you
said.
Yeah, he already said his point of view.
what'd you say again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Fucking.
Just
What kind of host are you?
It depends.
I have brain damage from football. Okay.
That it depends
Stop.
on the time. That depends on the age. That was my answer. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
there
that's
is
such a weak answer. Just make
No,
a guess.
it depends on the person.
Make a
That's
guess.
it.
Make a
It
guess.
no,
Make a guess
no,
for the
it doesn't
average.
have to.
No, I've seen
That's
just.
his point of view, dog. Shut the It doesn't matter what you have to say to them.
I've seen different people and they don't peak at their age.
Bro, what if you had to
man.
guess?
No, it doesn't.
What if,
no,
like, there was,
it's
like,
not why are you asking for a guess? You're asking for an answer.
There's a gun to your head.
There's
Jess.
an answer and there's a guess. There's
There's
a big
I'm not
difference.
talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
That's his
There's a
answer.
gun to your head, Jesse. You have to choose an average.
Okay. Any age.
There you go.
No, that's actually a
I
good
thought about
response
you.
though.
It is. It's not. That's why
It's a true response, but I just wanna-
I don't like putting people in a box because I don't like
Right.
when they do something and then I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, I said 25
Yeah, but you're not-
and you're
don't-
40 and now you're rich. you
but
know what I
like,
mean?
It's
Yeah.
just like the girls and what was it? What were we talking about earlier? Fuck, I already forgot.
The high value?
The high value shit. It changes. Just like the high.
Everything in life is subjective, but there's still averages. There's still numbers, and there's still logical
That's
truths.
It depends on what group though, because you were talking about college kids, and college kids are not everyone. I don't think most people go to college in the world. You know what I mean? So it's just
Right,
like
I mean,
that's not
all
even
four-
the
all four
average.
of us- all four of us
We're
did
all
college.
dropouts, though. We don't have anything to do
But-
with college.
Yeah.
So why are we talking about college average?
Because we went to college and we had an experience with it, and we still
I went to college for a month.
we still are a lot of our peers, or some of our peers at least, a good amount of them are college students. We're around the college age.
I don't really
But
know
we're
too many
dropouts.
people who are in college. I think I know like
But our peers are the
four
people that we
person.
compare ourselves to. But like I guarantee you, a lot of the people that you follow online that are your age, a good majority of them go to college.
I don't know.
So those are technically your peers. Those are the people that you like you compare yourself to.
I don't really compare
Whether-
myself to people my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but you naturally do it though. As a
Depends on what
person.
I'm doing. What I compete.
I
You
feel like
know.
it's just kind of like what
That's a
you
good.
want.
That's a good topic though. To be honest, let's switch
What?
to that. And
What?
what do you? I don't know who I should ask.
Ask me.
What do you? Who do you compare yourself to? Not like the person, but like you say, like the average group that you compare yourself to whenever you.
So I compare myself to every community that I'm in. So I compare myself to you guys. I compare myself to my jujitsu
Right,
people.
situation.
I compare myself to the lifting people. I compare myself to the yoga people. I compare myself to.
You're
No.
working out. Who are you competing against? Or who are you comparing yourself to?
Everyone in the gym and you.
Everyone to the gym?
So he's not in the gym. Ben, what the
So when you go to the gym and
Okay.
I mean you don't have your mic right now.
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously, yes, you gotta compete.
Subconsciously,
Why?
That's how you push yourself, of
heck? Look
course.
at it.
That's why.
Really?
It's not like.
Yeah, this is bad.
I'm just waiting until you get your mic
I
and
know.
we'll change this
We're just
conversation.
pausing
but-
right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, Ben changes his battery real quick. Well, that battery's also dead, you know.
I realize you have no.
Stop touching me!
Yeah.
Hey, you know what you should do one day? You should do it live.
I do want to do it.
Yeah,
And
you
just
should.
have them ask questions
on
to
on
us, you know?
Insta, yeah, on Insta. I guess
Well,
we're
we gotta get
saying.
big enough for that. We gotta get big enough to where like people are just in the chat and like asking us questions.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
I mean, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't watch it live, honestly.
Okay.
Me, myself?
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it either.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't think I've ever really watched it live.
That's because we're comparing ourselves to the people that we compare, like, you know, like our close community of people that we kind of grew up around. They probably wouldn't watch it. But let's say everyday people that relate to what we're saying would watch it. 'Cause
How would they even know they relate?
Because they watch the podcast.
But like,
They watch
He's not
the
there
podcast.
yet, so it doesn't matter at this point.
We're not there yet, so like, yeah, exactly.
but what if we are there yet?
But, I
Like
mean,
this
I
is
mean,
big? Yeah?
No, but like
Most
what
of the
no,
people-
I'm not saying that. Like, no, I'm saying like, what if we are there? You know?
we are
What-
there for people that I guess are in our community that are in our followers. I guess, yeah, no, they like people that again that actually watch the video, like these videos and these podcasts. Like we are there, I guess, in their head because they are, you know, watching us and they're, you know, like they have an opinion. They have their own opinion, and but they agree with us. So, yeah.
Do they agree with us?
Huh?
What do you think? Who do you think watches this?
Oh no, not everyone that watches us agrees with us. Obviously, the haters, the ones that are triggered, they're entertained. They're like their attention's coming towards us. So necessarily they're not like fans, but they kind of are fans in a way because they're spending their time. They're getting emotional.
Spending time to watch what we do.
Exactly, suckers. No, but what I was saying though, I do compare myself to like every community that I'm in subconsciously because that's just how I am as like. I think like nature wise, like I don't think like I'm an ego, like, I'm an egomaniac. I'm fucking comparing myself to everyone. I'm trying to look big. But like I do people's energy and people being in the room, whether it be in a gym or a yoga studio or a jiu-jitsu studio or, again, in here, I do compare myself to you guys, whether I want to or not. Because you guys are saying your truth and I'm comparing it to my own truth. And it's a reflection of like, okay, well, what is the objective truth? And like I guess like, oh man, like who is the strongest in the room? You kind of know who the strongest in the room is when you go into the gym. No, not you. You see a huge ass dude that's like 6'4", 6'5", and he's fucking his goddamn muscles are the size of my head. So like
I believe in manifestation. So
you're gonna manifest that? Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I think subconsciously I do compare myself. And it isn't like, I don't think it's as deep as you guys think though, where it's like I'm constantly like, oh my god.
No, of course not.
Oh my god.
No,
but like,
different.
but like,
not. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
secretly. No, but
fuck that guy. Shit. I gotta be better than him.
No, it's not like that. Like, I want everyone to succeed. But like, I'm conscious enough to be like, yo, like, I just want everyone to like do good, but I still do compare myself to my peers. I just do compare myself to everyone that's around my age that I follow, whether I like it or not, because that's just how my brain works. It wants to do good. That's why I feel depressed when I'm not doing work, when I'm not being productive.
One thing I don't do with the same people my age.
You don't do it with people your age?
Mm-mm.
I do it with some people
I
that
try
are
to do
older.
it with people older than me.
Same.
I just at my job. I try to do a lot. I do a lot better.
Yeah.
I make sure I do better than them. So that's how I get to where I'm at my job. Mm-hmm. But that's just one place.
What are you
at the gym? Job? There's people that've been at the gym a lot longer.
So what are you at? What'd you raise? Like, so what'd you start out at your job, and what'd you end up raising?
Honestly, I don't see an age as a something. I don't even know what to say.
Age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter to me.
Okay,
no.
but
I'm just competing.
But it's all about context. It's all about context, guys, because age does matter when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, Rager.
But it doesn't matter when it comes to like other things like competition or like wisdom or
of course, competition. That's what I'm trying to see right now. Mm-hmm. But like at the gym, your age doesn't matter.
It does matter if you're super old because you're not going to build. There is scientific proof that you do not grow muscle as.
I know, but if he's strong as fuck, I'm competing against that.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm not. If he's old as fuck, that's not stopping me. I want to lift more weight than him. Yeah. Or I want to do more reps than him if I can't lift as much weight.
Yeah.
But you always have to have something to push yourself to. Go past your limits. There you go.
I agree. So that's why I do compete. I do compare myself. Like when I first started yoga, I was comparing myself to all the old ladies, and those old ladies, they technically should have been out of their prime, but their prime like flexibility wise, that's what I was comparing myself to. Flexibility wise,
it was 25.
Was like exactly like they're fucking goddamn moving like limber ass gymnastic people, and I was moving like an old man compared to them. So it's just like I do compare myself, and I think it's natural. I think people want to like be like, oh, I never compare myself. But it's just like it is a natural thing.
It's a natural.
But some people, but it depends on how serious you take it, obviously. Because if you're taking it like some guys literally like I've seen like on TikTok before like literally like guys are like
TikTok.
When
happy that talking.
Guys are like, oh, like like they're really, like they take it seriously and they're posting like, when a guy looks at you, makes eye contact, and it fuels you for like like I don't know, there's something super fucking cringy that you're just like, what the fuck, like they're literally comparing themselves and they're taking it really personal.
I mean, the best way to motivate yourself is to compete against yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. If you do something one day, you got to do better than the next day.
Yeah. You
always want to improve, of course.
You never want to go back.
Right.
You don't want to just be.
I mean, sometimes you take a false step.
Sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. Right. We're just doing quotes right now.
Honestly,
We're just doing quotes right now. We're just like,
we don't know. We're just trying to keep the podcast going at this point.
Yo, we're just dropping those bars. but these bars though, they are true.
They are facts.
They are facts.
They are facts. So
and that's what we're stating. And the sad thing is, some people do need to hear this.
Of course, you know, and just remind themselves.
That's why I'm making reels and getting it out to you guys, because, you know, just not enough people are just watching it when I'm just posting it on YouTube and not advertising it. So I want to spread the message. I want to spread, because I feel like I'm coming from. I feel like I'm coming from a nice, solid, you know, wholesome place. I have some controversial opinions, but I mean well. So I want.
What's the controversial? You want to bring another topic up or?
Another controversial?
No, let me take a piss. Actually,
I need to take a piss too.
I need to pee too.
I know we all need to pee. I don't know how Joe Rogan does this.
At the same time.
That's why he drinks whiskey on the podcast, not like a bunch of seltzers.
How many have you drink?
Huh?
How many have you drink?
4.
Damn, I drank 3. I thought I was a lot.
I'm thirsty.
My second one.
I'm thirsty, low key.
I know, it's just so fun to just kind of sip on it the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just tasty, and then
I'm just trying not to be like,
this conversation is really
like the first podcast. I'm just trying to not like
do too much.
That's why in the beginning I had to hear like a parrot.
You were going hard.
Right
Yeah, you were going hard, low key, in the first podcast. You were like,
bro, I was like
with the Four Loko.
It's because I was a little bit nervous of it, you know,
Yeah,
the
we were
camera.
all nervous. I feel like.
So that's why I was like, okay, well, I mean, Fort Loco, you know.
For luck.
How far are we right now? I want to see. Dang, how far do you think we are? I feel like I can go for
2 hours now.
How far? Do you feel like you can go like a lot longer?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like really like we're like filming.
It doesn't feel like I'm filming at all either, to be honest. But shit, it's about to go out to the world. And so.
I heard on a Joe Rogan podcast today, they were talking about how he was saying that other people that try to mimic his podcast, that they have like a bunch of camera people, like rich people, right? That they just want more, I guess more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have a bunch of camera people there, a bunch of people on the like spreading ideas. So like every 5 minutes they'll be like, oh, this topic, which I guess you would kind of be like, oh, that helps, you know? But he was saying that it's like literally like suicide for your podcast. Like it's just ruining it, because then you're
not genuine.
Yeah, because then like every time we would be talking, we'd be like looking at them like. Okay,
We're like, yeah, no, like for approval.
You know, like kind of seeing what we're gonna do.
And that's why I love this podcast, or I like that I'm starting with the podcast first, because like we're not like, I don't give a fuck about like having a topic. The only one topic I had was literally like the topic that got brought to me from like a female that I knew, was like, okay, you know, what is a high value woman? That was the one topic I thought of that I had it for like the last like couple weeks. Then I'm just like, okay, like, that's the one thing I'm like, I kind of want to talk about that on the podcast. So that's like, it's an interesting topic. Is it necessarily a good question? No, but like, we could talk about it, and we're all gonna have different opinions on it. And we're gonna disagree, and it's gonna be entertaining, and I can make, you know, like, we could educate people about it and about our, you know, because we're all coming from our own place, and we all don't mean bad. We just have different opinions about it. So, you know, it was like interesting topics. I'm like, oh, okay, but like, that's the great thing I don't like. I don't like having like a bunch of like shit like just like planned and scheduled, because then like you start thinking about like, oh, I'm on camera right now, and you start looking at the cameras and you're just like, how do I look? Am I saying the right thing right now? And that's the beautiful thing about podcasts. It doesn't have to be like that. They're just fucking conversations. It's literally just a conversation. If you have the guts to just say whatever you want to say, like, it's just that. It's just how it is. Now I think we're all close enough. Not everyone has these kind of bonds though, to be like, to actually say like, yo, like, I think a high value woman is this, because then, you know, if they say it, then their friend might get mad at them, or they might cancel them. They might start telling other girls that, or their girlfriend, and they might rat them out and use it as a, they might end up using it as like a, oh, like, I have this over you, you know? And some people care about that. And I think we all just don't give a fuck. So it's like, you know, like, that's the cool thing. That's why I'm like, hey, yo, I'm gonna just keep on uploading these podcasts and fucking editing them and make the reels. And
what do you think is more fun though, like when you post the podcast, or when you like, now that you've done the TikTok or the reels, like which one do you like more, like TikTok, reels, or that's the only three you?
I don't like TikTok. TikTok definitely not. Well, TikTok is cool when it fucking it gets views, And, but like that's the cool thing is like I only get like a couple like some of them only get like 100 plus views, but I get like 1 or 2 followers every time like it gets 100. You know, I post it.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't seen the TikTok one at all.
Yeah, no, the TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok.
You know, exactly. We don't have.
I
TikTok.
have a TikTok, but I still haven't seen
The first reel that
You
I
probably don't
put.
follow his ass.
I don't.
I
I didn't know he had a TikTok until earlier today.
Keep going.
It's it's not like 25 followers now. It's not a lot. Literally, but like the first one that I post got hella views like all at once, and then it just stopped. And that's how every single one is. But like the first one got like 1,600 views, and then the rest of them got like just are like stuck at like getting like a 200, 100, 100, 100. Instagram's more like lenient, I guess. Their algorithm's actually like kind of like it's giving us more like exposure. But right now TikTok is kind of
I heard it was easier before.
Yeah, I think it just depends because our videos, the videos that I'm making are a little bit longer. They're like a minute long, and TikTok people's attention spans are like shit, like they're ass. Like they're literally like the whole platform is built around literally just going up and down in your For You page. Exactly. So, but that's what it's built around. So, like the quicker videos that are only like like 15 seconds, 30 seconds long, those ones are I guess more. Those ones trend I guess easier than the ones that are like a minute long. Like that's around the average, around a minute 15 a minute, or the average for the reels that we're creating for the podcast. I know, but that's the hard thing for me. It's just like I don't want to put any of us out of context. I don't want to feel like I'm like just like it just sound controversial just for it to sound controversial to get views. Like I want like the whole like picture to be represented. That way like it isn't like it's just getting taken out of context. Like I want the whole like. Obviously, I'm having to cut it down and slim it down and make it nice, but I still want like the whole story to be there. I want there to be like a story, not just 15 seconds of me saying something outrageous just for views. Because I don't care about the views. I care about the message being spread. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Great.
I need to take a piss too. I'm just gonna go with them real quick.
There's 2 bathrooms. There's one right here in the kitchen. There's one down the hall. And then on one.
I've been like holding it in, but you know when you hold it in for a while, it starts to hurt.
I just mean on mic. I don't want to talk about that.
What's up, bro? Why not?
Fuck. I mean, we're missing 2 guys. It's not much to talk about.
What do you mean?
You've been quiet the whole time, though.
Me? No, I haven't. I feel like I've just been tagging along, but I feel like.
Yeah, of course. You're listening to us, but we haven't heard much from you.
My bad. I feel like I don't want to interrupt. You know.
Right? Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying, but
yeah.
They go and then they go and then you want to say something, but they're still going.
That's what I mean.
Right.
So. But yeah.
Well, we're just watching the game here. USC won.
No, but we were talking about it the other time. Would you ever like start TikTok if you ever was interested in like just posting something like that you liked, just to get views and you know what I mean? Start something.
I wouldn't want that attention. Me myself, I like to keep to myself. So, I mean I have a TikTok. Literally all I watch is anime on that thing.
Yeah.
I mean that's what entertains me.
Hey, you guys didn't cut.
But
Bobby's made progress since the 3rd podcast.
I saved it, but yeah.
yeah, he did. Honestly.
Okay.
But that's all I use TikTok for. But I don't even post on my Instagram. Like I haven't posted something since I played football at CC.
It's been a while.
It's been a cool minute. I've probably post something on Snapchat and
I feel you
saying
bro.
what I'm doing, but
I've posted since high school, I think.
yeah, right. Just nothing.
What do you guys feel like the next post that you guys do make? Because obviously you're gonna eventually make a post unless you die. What are you trying to like?
Unless I die.
Yeah, that's true. But like, what do you think your next post is gonna like? What are you guys trying to like? Why is it that you guys aren't posting?
Probably my final cut.
Your final cut.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking too.
See, really, your final cut.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna know when your final cut is? Because like we were just talking about, sometimes
We all have goals.
I have a goal.
Sometimes,
We have goals.
Oh,
exactly.
so once you meet
we
your
already
goal,
have a goal, yeah.
So once you meet your goal, then you post.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the exact. Okay, yeah, no, I'm the exact same way.
Once we were to go, I'm like, I'm here. We made it.
Ideally, 10% would be cool. You know what I mean?
Dude, if you got to 10%, what are you gonna post? Just like yourself?
Yeah, just be like bulk season time now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Bowl season time now? Oh, shit, and then you go to your next goal.
For like 8 months, you know?
Yeah, of course you gotta go chase after.
How do you know when to like,
that.
but like, what if like a family event comes up or something that you care about, like,
Probably go on a Snapchat story. That's it.
But why not post it on your Instagram?
I don't really put.
But why not post your family?
I
It's
don't.
like
I feel like a lot of people aren't, including me. I feel like I don't post a lot.
yeah.
I mean, I used to, honestly. There's something in me that
What changed about the posting?
I feel like it's just, I got this, like thought, because, like, I don't look at a lot of people's stories. Like, sometimes I don't care, you know? So I was like,
yeah, not even
they probably don't care about mine. So I was like, you know what? It's like,
I'm just gonna chill out.
I'm just gonna chill out, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna work on myself and just grind in private.
Yeah, I like moving in silence now.
Yeah.
So.
See, that's something that I hate because of this podcast. Oh, damn.
I just noticed. Yeah, let's get that camera back on.
That's something though, because of this podcast and because I want to be a YouTuber, I really miss. Like, I'm having to sacrifice that moving in silence, that, like, you know, that peace that comes with, like, no one, like, no eyes are on you, no nothing. I'm sacrificing that peace to spread this message that I really want to spread to the world, and, you know, like, I'm just like I'm sacrificing literally, like, how I'm used to, like active, like how I'm used to operating, which is, like, you know, moving in silence, only moving when, you know, only posting, or, you know, when I feel like I need to. I'm sacrificing that in order to grow my, you know, like, I guess my brand or what I want to do in my life. Yeah. And it kind of does, like, it does suck to give up that. Like, that was a big thing that I didn't want to give up, because I valued my, like, that's one reason why I'm taking so long, I guess, because, like, I value my peace,
your privacy.
My privacy, I do value it, but at the same time, I got to figure out a way to communicate myself online in a way that I like, but also in a way that communicates what I want to communicate. And it's hard to balance that, definitely. But I think, like, it's nice to get to a point where, like, I'm doing something in my life, like Reels, where it's just like, okay, I'm posting every day, and, like, it doesn't feel like I'm, like, sacrificing, like, myself, you know? It doesn't feel like I'm, like, having to fake, or, like, you know, like, oh, you know, look what I'm doing, you know? Like, look at my fucking meal that I got, or look at, like, this thing that I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm trying to impress anyone. I'm just literally just doing, like, I'm just spreading a message that I fuck with, you know? And if you relate to it, you want to see it, then you're gonna see it. If you don't, then, you know, you don't care. That's cool with me. I don't give a fuck if you don't care, you know what I mean? Because I'm just doing me, and I might not give a fuck about what you care about. We're just different people. Yeah, no, but
I used to think like that too about the thing too. I didn't want to, like, bug, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, someone was telling, I mean, on my Goat Gang, you know, this thing I'm subscribed to on Facebook. They're like, all right, they're like, I've been on Reels for like 5 months, and I have like so many hundreds of thousands of followers. They have like 200,000 followers, and they're like, stop being a bitch and just do it. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna, like, you know, let this fool just talk to me like that, you know? So I was like, you know, and I thought about it, I'm like, okay, what can I do that's good? I'm like, I don't really like, I've never been the type before the Reels to be posting a lot. I kind of keep more to myself. When I was lost all the weight, didn't post nothing, you know. I was more just to myself, you know.
Maybe you make a spam to go flex there, but only for like the homies.
But but not like out there,
not
you know?
out there for everyone to see.
So I was just like, I was chilling on it, but then I was like thinking, I'm like, okay, I need to grow up, bro. I gotta stop thinking like a little
like
kid.
A child.
You know, I need to be like, okay, I need to market, because no one else is gonna do it but me.
You know, you can only, and that's the one thing I had to get out of my own head, networking wise, and it was the fear of being judged that held me back for a really long time. There was that fear of like, oh man, I'm gonna be viewed differently. I'm gonna be viewed like this. I let other people's opinions sway my own life decisions, and I think, you know, finally got out of my own way, and I just kind of like, you know, just I don't give a fuck, bro, because I know myself now, and I know what I'm posting is true to me. It isn't, you know, like me just fucking clout chasing and being like, you know, like just being fucking just trying to get views or attention. Like I don't give a fuck about attention. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I just care about the message and it being spread. And if you fuck with me and you rock with me, you rock with me. That's all I want. Because that's what makes me fulfilled, is like being surrounded by like-minded people that are like, you know, that I could fucking like spit some like you know, I could spit some like, you know, real shit too, and they could spit me, you know, they could tell me and put me onto something.
Yeah.
That's what that's what this fucking podcast and like my YouTube is gonna just kind of be about. But it takes a lot of guts, obviously, to get there, because I'm sacrificing my privacy. I'm sacrificing, you know, I'm sacrificing, you know, the persona of Ben, which was, you know, someone that didn't post a lot, someone that, you know, was like to themselves and mysterious. I'm sacrificing all that privacy now for like, oh shit, now everyone knows my opinions and now everyone knows what I think, and you know, if it's like, you know, it is what it is. But I'm only comfortable with doing that now because I got a solid group of people around me. I got a solid foundation. And I think everyone, like, obviously, if you have a thought of doing something, or if you have, you know, like a dream that you want to chase, but you're like, you just need to like, instead of focusing on, you know, like the attention or the views or any of that shit. Just focus on like the foundation around you and just improving, and then, you know, that's how I got the confidence to like do this shit. I'm sure that's how you got the confidence to start, you know, being like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start fucking posting my construction shit because I'm doing it anyways.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different though because you're kind of like it's like more personal, you know, and mine's like pure business. So when you say I don't care about the followers, that I care about the followers. That's why I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Because I need more followers for more business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I do want followers just because ultimately my end dream is to make a living off of just being myself.
Yeah.
That's the goal, but mine's going to come a lot slower than yours because yours is like a business. You're advertising something, like a service, and like also like just like something like more casual, I guess. And mine's much more personal and like deep.
Yeah.
That like only like a certain, like, you know, yours is a much broader niche, so you're going to bring in a lot more people. Like construction, that's a huge ass infrastructure that, you know, a bunch of like millions and millions of people do that doesn't really, you know, like that isn't controversial, you know.
Yeah, you're bringing a certain audience.
I'm bringing a certain type of audience and a certain type of, you know, controversy and opinion, and people, and only a certain amount of people are going to agree with me versus, you know, construction people, you know, that's fucking, that's a lot of fucking people that are in.
I mean.
Yeah, I don't mean
It is worldwide. Construction is literally it's literally lasted for like eons, bro. And since we started creating tents, like that's construction, you know, like
the guys
there's always builders.
Yeah,
and you're one of them.
The guys who I'm not really like a builder, but
I mean, you're destroyer. Destroyer.
The guys that I follow, that, you know, the ones who like I guess told me to do what I'm doing, in a way that guided me, I guess you could say. They all started off with their thing. They did the reels. They got a lot of business off of it because obviously, if I was to do, say if you were like, you had a lot of money, right? And you're like, okay, I want this giant rock wall. I want this pool done. I want all this stuff done. You're like, I'm like, okay, it's $100,000 to do that, right? Just say that, right? It's $100,000 to do that. You're gonna look for what I did. You know what I mean? And before I had nothing to show. I would just be like, hey, I did a lot of good stuff. I went to Palm Springs.
You're not validated in their eyes.
And so what they say is that, okay, if it was me and I had the money, I'm gonna look you up and I want to see it all and I want to see that people like it. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I want to see the followers that are following you. That's gonna make me more comfortable spending the money than if I was just some guy with a truck.
When you're pitching a price and saying, hey, I only do it for this amount of money. And they're gonna be like, okay, well, why does he deserve this amount of money? They're gonna look at your page and they're gonna see millions of views, tons of followers, self-created. Not only the conversation, the relationship you build with them, but also you have the validation of others and other eyes of being like, hey, yo, what he's doing is like, there's something valid about it because it's getting views, because there's followers around it.
But I want to go next after this, probably after I hit like 5,000 followers. I want to go to either start another Instagram or do it on my Instagram and do more personalized stuff. Not like this really, more still construction based, but just like
talking.
Yeah, like I want to do videos where like I'm talking to them and I'm like how much, like how I do right now. I'm like, how much do you think this is? You know what I mean? But I want to do it a little bit. You want to
educate people about.
Because people always couch on me about that shit.
Bro, he asked some easy questions. I'd be answering like nothing, bro.
But
I feel like every fucking question you answer, like how much is this? I always say I always try to go for the second most valuable. I don't go for the most expensive because I'm like, he's not gonna do the most expensive one.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like he's not gonna about to flex on me like that. $2,000. And I'm like, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do 1,500.
That's some hard ones, like.
Because I'm like, just probably gonna be humble about it. I'm like, nope, just straight $2,000.
It was $2,200.
Bro.
It was a lot of money, man.
That's what I'm like. So I like that though, because it is educating about like your reality that you live in. Like when you're talking about the fucking rocks that you're selling, it's like what the.
It's very odd, huh? I know. I know. I get a lot of DMs, and they're always telling me like what?
No way.
What? Yeah. I get DMs from friends from when I was a kid and stuff like that. Like friends from the Boys and Girls Club when I was a kid, and they just be like, oh yeah, I'm glad that like you're not like getting in trouble, you know, you're actually like focused on something, and it's nice. I mean, the other day I was at the club, and I was with my girlfriend, and some guy stopped me that I knew when I was a kid, and he was just saying like, hey, you like used to be a little fucker, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, I'm glad that, you know, like that.
You found a passion.
That you're like kind of like different, you know.
You're driven. You're driven
like that, but I knew what he meant, you know.
Yeah, no,
and I was kind of like, oh, like thanks,
Yeah,
and it
no.
was just like, that's what, in a way, when I was like in my bad like place, I was kind of like, I want to be like that. And so now it's kind of cool to be like, I am like that.
Like you're living the dream in your own way, but it's just the beginning.
But I do want to push next. I mean, hopefully, maybe next podcast, that I will be like not only will my VG projects be, but I'll be like my name as well. But I'm not doing it really for the clout. I'm doing it for the money. I want money. That's what I'm doing it for. It's purely business. If I was working like in finance or something like that, something else, right, or with animals, something like that, I wouldn't have this because I've never been the type of person where like, let me film this. I've never been that type of person.
No,
I'm
neither.
only in it for the dough. That's what I want. That's the whole business of rocks. I don't
Just dough?
I don't mess with the rocks to for free.
Just for
For
Just
free,
for
yeah,
free.
yeah, yeah.
I do it for money.
Yeah, you don't
were
just
just-
be posting rocks, you know?
Yeah,
You'll just be playing with rocks.
And I know that if I keep, I know from personal experience that when someone when people were doing the car washing thing, I'm like, whatever, like they wash cars, whatever. And I'm like, oh damn, they posted it again. I'm like, damn, they posted it again. And I'm like, damn, they posted it again. You know what I mean? And then I click on it and I follow it because I'm like, this, I just can't. I always see it.
Yeah.
And I click on it and then they start posting them and then I become like, I'm like. Because the natural thing is to hate, So when you kind of get on
Natural
it, you're
thing
like,
is the judge world
you're like,
competition.
oh damn, like this is actually not that bad, and then you start like kind of being like a fan of it, Then that's what I was trying to do with my thing, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep posting it. Probably people are like, even me, I'm like what the fuck is this,
Yeah, no.
But then eventually you see it so many times, you're like, okay, this fool's trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
He's trying to hustle, yeah.
You're not doing it just for the clout. You're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing
but-
it for your own survival and your own love out of it.
Yeah, I just know that if I would just if rocks was just like a hobby, I would not be posting it.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's
yeah,
just
no.
like-
Why would you be posting rocks?
I really just are doing it just to build something. Cause I know it's gonna take a while. Cause even though like right now I have 2,000 followers, the people that I'm like
That's a
looking at have 200,000.
See, but that's what like motivates me is like, I think it's just being humble enough. I think that's what discourages a lot of people is like, I'm like, when I first started creating these reels, bro, I was like expecting in my head because I just had them like lined up. Like I had like 8 lined up just in the fucking goddamn thing right there. I'm like, these are gonna blow up, and they didn't blow up, and I was just like, fuck. You could either let that discourage you and be like, damn, I only have 50 followers, or you could just be like, all right, I'm gonna keep on improving and improving and improving, and if I don't quit, it's gonna end up growing some way. Like there's it's gonna have to do good because like. I think just getting out of your own head, and I think that for me that was like that's what motivates me. Is like even though like because I compare myself to you, I'm just like fuck, I don't have 2,000 followers. Bro.
Yeah, but we don't do the same thing though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
that's the thing,
what like
yeah.
it's like that's what a little motivates me. I'm like I have a whole different niche and a whole different message and a whole different like motivation. But it is kind of like, but we both are rooted in the same thing. We're both following our own like I guess dream or passion or whatever. You know what I mean? We're both chasing our own thing and making. We both have the exact same amount of I guess risk of failure of like if this doesn't work out. You know what I mean? Like,
I try not to tell myself that. I try to tell myself, hey, if the reel doesn't pop off, I'm still getting paid. You know what I mean? So it's just,
See, for me though, I'm not getting paid. But for me though, I guess there is a little bit more risk because I'm not getting paid for this. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is pure like extra, like extra,
No, it
curricular.
wasn't me.
This is just extra credit for me, I guess. This is just like a side hobby, but that I have a dream of making into something like that, like blows up.
Yeah.
But like. I mean, I'm just gonna my plan is just I'm gonna stay above water and I'm gonna be working my ass off doing things that I love and I'm just gonna stay above water hopefully. Hopefully nothing fucks me over and just makes me fucking start drowning. Hopefully I just stay above water and then like the love and the passion, people see that and they start following it and then it grows and just burns like wildfire.
Yeah, you never know, bro. I mean,
I just can't stop.
Last podcast when I was here, it was 30,000. That was the highest, and I was in the sky.
You were like 30,000 fucking views. Now how many views? What's your max views now?
Probably like 15 million.
15
Yeah, like,
million,
it's a
bro.
lot,
It's a lot, bro.
Yeah, so it can happen quick, As long as you don't stop, then the views don't stop.
See, you motivate the fuck out of me. Just I'm just like, yo, fuck, bro. I'm
Is that on TikTok?
No, it's purely Instagram. I've only done one, just the Instagram. That's it. I know. I haven't even went to the other ones, but I don't know because they say. I mean, the people in my group say that Facebook's the one. Yeah. But I just haven't gone to Facebook because I don't use Facebook.
I feel like Facebook would really be the one because that's like a bunch of old heads and like construction is filled with old heads.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was kind of thinking, I'm like, when I got a bunch of hate comments, I was like, damn. But I started thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I'm getting paid, I don't care.
Have you made money off the reels yet?
No, not yet. I talked to someone and they said that you're supposed to start getting paid around 5,000. But you have to be like very strict on what you say. Like I can't threaten no one. Like even and you think threatening. I would never do that. But if say someone comments, they're like, this is like this is shit. You can't be like you're shit. That's like
You can't respond.
It's against the monetization.
No bad customer service.
Yeah, and it looks bad on your customer service too. But it's like Instagram doesn't want to promote that type of stuff. Obviously,
Okay.
So they want everything to be very calm. So if someone comments like, "Oh, this is so bad," then you're like, "Oh, thank you." You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. It promotes more.
So as long as I'm nice and I don't be like giving into the hate and I just respond to it with love.
Yeah, I mean they just,
So
they
want. So if I do that for this podcast, will like I still like I can still grow?
Yeah, I mean I don't know about about the growing is I don't know about that, but I'm just saying to be monetized. Because what monetize, I don't know exactly, but they say what monetize means is like you're able to get paid from it eventually.
Yeah.
That's what the person that I talked to told me.
I know. I hope I get paid. I hope I get paid from Instagram. That would be fucking. That would make me like feel like I kind of like I made it a little bit.
Yeah, they
like,
say
that'd be a milestone for me because I like. As soon as I make $1 off of this thing, that's a big milestone because like I haven't made shit off of this. I've just lost.
Yeah.
But like okay, like if as soon as I start
they
getting
say
that
it's around
income,
like 5,000 followers.
5,000.
5,000 it was. Which seems like a lot, but you never know,
Yeah, no. Well, you could blow. I mean, for you, like you blew up within 2 months. You got to 2,000 followers. So it's just like if you look at exponential growth, if you look at it like kind of, and that's why I'm really happy that I got into stocks because you got me into stocks because when you first buy a stock, it doesn't necessarily go up. It kind of goes down a little bit, goes up and down. It doesn't really do much. But then like I've held like Tesla stock for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's like like I made like 100% return on it. So it's just like okay, like even though
drugs.
even though
I don't know what you said. I said at the same time.
even though technically I'm down right now, I still feel like when I do get like 1 or 2 followers, that kind of gives me like even those little bumps up. I'm just like, hey, I'm doing better than I did the day before.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, yo. One day it's just gonna go exponential, and I look at your thing. I'm like, hey, yo.
The crazy thing is that to me, like what I think is that I think that I'm like far behind. From the people in the group, they all have like 9 million per.
How old are they though?
I mean, not much older than me, like 23. There's people who are like 18 that make like probably more money than my whole fucking family's ever made. Yeah, I mean in the group and just cutting grass, but they cut it so much at such a good price at wherever they're from because it's not just in California, They just make money off it. And I remember I saw one post. They rented an excavator for I think it was like $5,000, a big excavator. They had a job for like $20,000, and it took them like $5,000 to take it all out, and it was in a couple hours. You know what I mean? They make money like that. Different kind of people. You know what I mean? They're not people who work.
Where are they from? Like what state? Do you think?
Like I don't know. I think some of them are from Ohio.
See,
There's
but that's
people
all
who make more money than me that have seasons of when they work. We can work every day, but they can only work a certain amount of months, and then it starts snowing. That's crazy.
That is kind of
crazy.
crazy.
What I mean? Like a whole different world, and
That
they could
is
be my
a whole
age.
different world. Then their whole life is surrounded by like work, and then probably on those off periods they're just planning for the work.
Yeah,
that's a crazy.
Someone's gotta do it.
It's a different lifestyle.
Someone has to do it.
Someone does have to do it.
They do it, and they don't. And we're like, I mean, we're the same age. Even if we're not the same age, I'm gonna be that age.
Yeah, no.
So
I do compare myself.
matter.
I do feel like I'm behind, like in some places, because like you see some like 15-year-olds that like, oh, they got 1 million fucking followers, or they're already millionaires. I'm just like, hey, yo, I'm 21, and I'm not even there yet.
Yeah.
But then I started to put myself in perspective, and I'm like, hey, yo, like, there's still also like 30-year-olds that started when they were 30, and they still ended up making it. You know what I mean? So it just depends on. It's like just because if you feel like you're behind or for your age or whatever, like there's still always plenty of time. Like I'm fucking 21.
Yeah,
like there's always gonna be people ahead of you, and if anything, don't get discouraged by them. Be motivated by them. Don't, you know what I mean? I think that having that like kind of mindset is the key to success and growth, because there's always a reason not to do something, but if you find the reason to do it and you just say I don't give a fuck, then that'll give you the power to actually start doing it. Because I could easily just be like, hey yo, like there's literally another podcast name with The Dropouts
I saw that when I
podcast.
looked it up. I was
It's
like,
literally-
what the
yeah.
heck?
And like,
That
yeah,
wasn't
no.
that was recent though, huh? That didn't exist before.
No, it did exist.
It did?
exist.
Yeah, it has like 100, like
It
13K
existed
followers.
once I created.
Yeah.
You know, it has a lot of followers. They're not, it's not about bad podcast, but I'm like, hey yo, like, I feel like we're better.
What do they do?
They just honestly, it's just a bunch of white kids, and they just talk about like trendy topics. I
race
guess.
into this, but okay.
It is true.
Damn.
It is true. We're a bunch of Mexicans.
Like, what do they talk about?
They talked about like there's just this one guy that's honestly like he's like the soul, like
He's the goat.
he's the guy,
Yeah, he's the goat.
he's the glue. Yeah, no, he is the
Jimmy
goat.
Neutron.
Exactly. There's like the one Jimmy Neutron that's just fucking like he could roast people, and he could like he's funny and he's actually entertaining. He's like the goat. He's like the center of each reel, like that gets big.
Oh, they do reels too. Oh,
They do
YouTube shorts.
TikToks and all that shit.
Shit.
They're on everything. Yeah.
That's lit.
So so like there's like this one guy that's really funny and he's like entertaining, and I'm just like, and he just roasts the fuck out of like these girls, or they have girls on it too, and they have guys. So
Like the one that's in here, the one
Yeah.
that's in town.
what?
What were you saying the other
Oh,
time?
the
There's a
whatever
in town?
podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean not that guy. I mean, but it's kind of like, but no, it's not like them, but like they just have like 2 or 3 like girl, like I guess hosts instead of like us all guys. It's just like 2 girls and then 2 guys. But that for me, like that motivates me. Like I've had people like tell me about it, like, hey yo, like, that I know.
We're still all
you
on
get
that.
it.
Make sure that's recording. So.
It is recording.
All right, just making sure.
Can you do it?
Nah, I don't want to. You're closer.
How long have they been doing it? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't looked, to be honest, but like that motivates me. I'm just like, people have showed me and they're like, hey yo, there's another Dropouts podcast. I'm like, I know. I'm gonna like my goal, like that's like for me that's competition. For me that's just like a friendly competition of like, oh yeah, I know, fucker. I know you want to be on camera, don't you?
Nah.
All right.
I'll be sick.
I'll be sick. He wants the
Always
clout.
sick in the head, bro.
Why? I'm just saying the camera's off.
The camera, my
No, I've
camera's
seen
on.
it. I've
My camera's on.
I acknowledged
Stop the
it.
pod.
Fix that shit. Nah.
When are you gonna
Look at
start
Bobby.
getting into
Just you. Just you.
the fitness stuff?
Hey.
Honestly,
Bro,
probably.
you should get into that, bro. You're like literally like 6'5", bro. What the fuck?
What for what?
Like he should get into the whole like
Creating content
like just promoting.
himself.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have nothing to lose.
Fabian, if you did it, you'd blow up just because you.
I told
your look.
Bobby, but he didn't want to do it. I told him when he was at his biggest. I said, remember we're in my little gym thing, and
Just
I said,
pretend like
look,
you're
I was like,
just pretend like you're the main character.
Yeah.
Legit, just act like you're the main character and pose and just know that you're just coming from a good place.
I told Bobby, I was like, just
be
do
real.
it, bro.
Just don't be-
I
don't
told
be
him, I was
fake.
like, you're gonna lose the weight regardless. Just do it, and
You're gonna be happy that you
I
did.
feel like I would, but there's this part of me where I'm just kind of like, I'm showing myself to the whole world, you know what I mean?
You're like you feel something away about it.
Yeah, because it's like, with Jesse is different, because
He's
I
a
feel like
business.
it'd be
What
different
about
with
me
him.
though? What about me?
I feel like it's a level of, like, someone being comfortable for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is definitely a level of like confidence and comfortability of.
Yeah, because I feel
For
like Jesse
sharing.
wouldn't like doing that.
yeah, I never did it. Yeah, but I'm saying, but for you though, because you're like into it right now.
Yeah, that.
When I was
well,
into it, I wanted to do it, but I just never did.
But would you have?
I
Like,
didn't do it, so I guess not.
yeah, I guess you're right, but I
But
don't know.
I don't know.
But do you wish you did though? If you could go back and you could relive, if you could relive it, would you do it?
I would do it, yeah. But now because I have like more experience with the reels and stuff like that. But before I didn't.
What would you pose? Like, how would you do it? Like, in what way would you do it?
I mean, I would probably make a lot of reels about all the stuff I was buying for my home gym, and then.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
kinda
like
spend
the
a lot of
improvement.
money, yeah. And I'd probably just make a little video. I wouldn't probably do that because I never had like a aesthetic like crazy body, so I can't do videos like that, right?
Yeah.
But I did do like I built a whole gym in my house. You know what I mean?
So you could do, so you could easily substitute that. Maybe you're not showing off your aesthetic or your body, but you're showing off you working out in the gym and it slowly improving. And with that, your body also changed. So that's
Yeah.
also motivation. That's
And just
also
what I
something
was
to be-
thinking in my head at the time. Because when you're on that kind of mode where you're like,
You're
like,
on it?
like when you're eating chips, bro, and you spit that shit out because you don't want to gain the weight. Like you're in that mode.
That's literally. I told them that I did that, bro.
Yeah, when
That's what mode you're in right now?
Dude, I do that a lot.
when you're
just,
in that
you
type
put
of
the
thing,
food in your
now-
mouth, you just spit that shit out?
Dude, like, yeah, I just devour the taste and I just spit that shit out.
No, when you're in that mode though, I wish I could like remember what I was thinking, you know, because
See,
you,
that would motivate the fuck out of me. Like, I'm just like, if that was going on, I'm like, yo.
but that person's gone. I never filmed it.
that person is gone. He's
You know
already,
what I mean?
he's turned into this person.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of like I wish I could like see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you wish you could see the elevation. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
what
I
I
guess
was
like
thinking, you
I
know?
wish I could have seen realistically, I wish I had the confidence to do this when I was in, like an elementary school kid, because then you could see the total evolution of, like when I was a little kid, when I was acting like a little shit, when I went off path, and then when I came back to path. But the only thing that stopped me was the judgment of, when I did go off path, people are going to start to judge me and view me a different way, and then that may affect me a different way. But I think if you get out of your own head and you're just like, you're coming from a righteous spot, like, I know I'm being real right now. I'm going to see where this goes. Could be kind of cool to look back on, because then when you are dead and gone, people have like highlights of you. Mm-hmm. And that's just like, I remember you were talking, you and Fabian were talking about it in the first podcast, like, if we ever do die now, we have fucking highlights now.
Yeah.
Not everyone has that.
You go back
Not everyone has that. And that's all we really live behind is our impact on the other people that we're around. Like, no matter how much money we make, it's the impact and how we affected people. That's really going to change the world. Also money, but also the impact is like the cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I'm like, dude, if you start now, you're already on it. It would have been cooler if you did it when you were a fucking stoner. And
That's why I should have, huh?
But we kind of, we still do have evidence of it because it's in the first podcast. Mm. It's literally what we were talking about, if you became hella fit and all this, you'd be an inspiration to all stoners. We literally so that's already a bar that's been said in the world that we have for proof.
Wait, you said that?
We said that, yes. It's in the first podcast.
Oh shit.
But what is it?
I was like, if you become he's because he wasn't, we were Fabian doesn't go to the gym. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be on it. I'm like, if you did though, you'd be an inspiration for all stoners, bro. You're chill about it. You're not fucking cringy about it.
I still smoke. It's possible. Smoke.
That's what I'm saying though, bro.
Work out hard.
That's what I'm saying. But you have that bar there. You could use that if you could come to me and be like, yo, can I use that bar? And you have a video of yourself fat, and then you and you have anything that you become next. And where you're at right now. It's crazy. It's you can literally see the evolution, and then it just keeps on going and going and going. So you're dead. And then you got highlights of it. Yeah. Look back at who was Fabian. Oh shit. Oh shit. This was cool. I don't know. For me, that excites me. It's like a legend. It's like you're creating your own. It's like you're the star of your own movie. And it may not necessarily be hella popular, but it's still people that rock with you, they're gonna see that. They're gonna popular. What?
I said, or you will get hella popular.
Or you will get hella popular. Yeah, no, you never know. And you have the aesthetic. Because you have the afro. And you're fucking tall as fuck.
I really wanted Bobby to do it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because Bobby was literally a farmer.
Bobby, you were fucking...
Bobby was built like a farmer boy. He was just strong.
He was just corn, man.
He was just pure strong, bro.
Pure strength. It's like you had a video game character, and he just put all of his
maximum power. Bro.
Fabian would have been fucking goddamn max fucking digestion. Fucking. He was just fucking got his metabolism off the charts.
That's crazy.
That a natural raw talent. He's fucking and fucking height. It's you just maxed out your height meter, and then just all the other stats just came in.
Just metabolism.
Yeah. Exactly. Everyone, that's crazy. That's cool. Mine, flexibility.
What?
Durability, flexibility. What do you mean? I do yoga.
No, it just sounded weird.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's so random. Didn't expect flexibility.
I should have said durability. Fuck. She said durability first. Jesse, fucking goddamn strength as well as fucking goddamn I would say street knowledge. I don't know what that would be I don't know mind, and just talking. Charisma.
I actually know a person named Charisma.
Really? This one named
Charisma? Fucking so random.
Yeah.
Imagine being named Charisma.
Yeah, no, she's cool.
She is?
Yeah, she's my sister's friend.
She don't watch this. She'd be pissed and be like, Charisma.
Sorry, but that is a weird name.
It is odd.
She actually has charisma too.
No. Really?
Yeah, she's
That's
very
imagine being named Charisma and no charisma. She's really cool. You just
So awkward.
Yeah, he just sitting there.
Or charisma. Stop.
What? Charisma, show some charisma, dog.
How many, what do you think you're going to get for the next podcast when we talk about, like, the reels and shit? Like, what's your plan?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think
Views.
is going to happen?
I'm expecting 200.
200?
I don't know. Maybe
You broke 1,000 today, though.
No, I mean, like,
I mean, I don't know if it was
like
today,
200.
but-
Okay, not for the reels. I mean, for the actual YouTube podcast. I'm thinking around 200, but I'm thinking definitely 100 again, easily, because the quality keeps on going up. But you never really know. So like, I try not to have any expectation. But everyone keeps on saying, like, around me that's like seeing the first ones. They're like literally like every podcast keeps on getting better. So it's just like, hey, valid. So like, it should be going up. And I expect it better than the rest. I hope for better than the rest, but I try not to expect it. Like for like me, like I was surprised like that our last podcast, because it was so, we did it like, you know, me, you, Fabian and Danny. I thought it was gonna do worse because I didn't think like it wasn't nearly as prepared. It was just kind of like in Fabian's house, like last minute, and I was just thinking like we had 0 topics planned. We were just talking about Lizzo randomly, and
We never have topics planned. We just go.
I know, but for me, like for that time, I didn't feel like I had much to talk about. Like going into it, I didn't feel confident.
You didn't like have like you didn't.
I didn't. I was like I wasn't prepared for like a podcast. So like mentally, I wasn't in that kind of state to like be like, hey yo, like I'm ready for this podcast. Like I didn't feel like that. Like today, like I feel like that more so. But like I'm just like, so it kind of doesn't even really matter. Like the result and whatever happens it doesn't matter about how you feel about it. How you feel about it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of you showing up. Just like the gym. It doesn't matter that you feel like you don't go to the gym. If you go to the gym and continuously go, you're gonna get results. It doesn't fucking matter how you feel. If you just keep on going, you're gonna see some kind of change, even if you're going through the motion. So like for like me, like that last podcast, I was surprised. I was like, I thought I was gonna get half as less. I thought it was gonna keep on
like
getting
on
like,
YouTube.
I thought on YouTube. I thought it was gonna keep on getting like the first one we got, because like you know when someone first starts something, it's interesting. It's like, oh, like I want to go check this out, see if it's any good. We got a lot of views, right? We got like 100 and something views, and then after that, the next one got like around like 60, 70. And I was like, oh, okay, we kind of like, you know, we're falling off a little bit. And I was expecting the next one after that. I only got 40 views, and that was the one with Rusty, and because people didn't know who the fuck he was. Just, you know, people, I guess, I was just like, okay, like that one got cut to like 40-ish views. I was like, fuck. The next one after that was the one with, you know, me, you, Fabian, and Danny. I was like expecting like
20 or something.
20 views. I was expecting like 20, 30 views, like 40 views. But that one ended up getting 100. So I'm like, it doesn't matter. And I felt the worst about that one because I was going off of all of them. Like, okay, they've increasingly declined. That one ended up getting 100 views, just as much as the first one. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, they're improving. It's just the results aren't going to show it right away. Just like the gym. Just because you go and fucking do a couple push-ups one time, if you aren't showing up consistently and putting in the work, you're not going to get results. And that's like a rule for life. That's how it's a rule for this podcast. Like, could this totally do like 5 views? Yes. But like at the end of the day, it isn't, because I got the reels going. I got people that are interested, and there's already like a group of people, and then it's just gonna, you know, hopefully, because I'm putting effort into it and I'm trying to grow it. Like,
this is 5.
It's number 5.
Yeah.
Dang.
We're gonna get to 1,000.
1,000 followers.
We're gonna have fucking whole ass children just running around.
What? Wait, what?
When we're at episode 1,000, we're gonna have fucking be a whole ass grown adults.
Fucking weirdo.
I hope for next podcast that I started the other like
Instagram? What do you want the Instagram to be called? Like, what do you mean by that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't really want to use my old Instagram.
You like not having like a expectation.
Well, it's because Melly was like telling me, she was all like, I was like kind of like, damn, I only have like 50 followers at the time, you know, because I was looking at a construction page like in town, and they had like 230 or something like that, or 240 or something like that, and I was just like,
Camera's off.
should I wait? Continue. Oh, okay, and I was just like, damn. I was just like, damn. I have 50 followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I only got 50 followers.
And I'm not like putting myself out there person to person. I don't when I work with someone, I don't be like, go follow my Instagram. It's purely just off of like the internet.
Yeah.
And I get the.
You're just
followers.
letting like the network, the algorithm do its thing.
Yeah, so I was like, dang, and then she was like telling me, she's like, look, she's like, yeah, but these people, it's off their Instagram because some of them don't make just pages for construction. It's like they are the page, you know, like their
it's just
personal
that one
page
person.
is their page, you know what I mean?
And it's that one person
So
running
then
that whole
I was
page.
thinking, and then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well, I have like 1,000 followers on my own, like just me, you
Just
know what
you,
I mean?
like you being
just
you.
me being whatever, like after years and years of being
You doing your thing.
yeah. So I was thinking, so I was like, if I want to start again, I don't want to be someone saying that to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you already had 1,000.
Yeah, no,
followers.
exactly. I want to start from like zero.
Yeah, I want to go to zero again.
Some type of pride I get from that, where it's just like for me, like I was like, oh, like I saw the future before you did. Like I already had the vision. You guys are just witnessing it. Like you guys are just being like, oh man, it just happened. You know, I'm following him now. You know, like he made it. But like I've had this vision since zero. I didn't need your, you know, your support. But like it's like I take some type of pride in just being like, yo, like I started this shit from fucking scratch, bro. And no one helped me. You know what I mean? That's why like when like, you know, Danny, like he offered to like sponsor like the podcast and like he helped me out with like getting the equipment. And I was like, yo, no. Like even though he was on it and everything, like it's like I wanted to have like some certain type of pride of like I did this straight from scratch. This is all me, bro. Whatever, I'm gonna reap the full benefits of it. And the only reason I'm not gonna be like, oh,
Don't take full credit for it.
I want to be able to take full credit for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, am I open to getting help from people? Yeah, but I don't want to be like funded. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like shit funded, like oh, like you know, and then they have some type of say into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to be like, hey, the foundation is all me, and then if someone wants to add on a little bit and be like, hey, yo, I want to hop on the podcast, and if it's someone big, like let's say, you know, Kanye West. If it's someone like Kanye, then he hops on the podcast, and then he gets big, you know, and it grows, and his following sees me, and whatever happens, happens. So it's like everyone just adds on to the project, but the foundation is on me. And I think, but I did see like I remember like one of like the gym bros were like saying like, oh no, like I remember like their advice was like, nah, just have it all in one place. But for me, like I'm interested in so many different type of things that like if I just have everything in one place, it's just not gonna be me. It's just gonna be kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I have like the podcast, but if I'm posting a bunch of podcast highlights on my like just, you know, me, Ben Carreño, like, you know what I mean? Like I want there to be some type of like separation of like, if you just see, cause like when I follow people, I don't want to be like you know, it's me. I don't like being spammed of just being like, hey yo, like it's like if you want to follow me and be spammed by me, then like you're gonna follow me. But like I'm also like, if you just want to see my podcast shit, then you could just go see my podcast shit. If you want to just go see how I'm doing physically, and you know, then you got my, you know, my fitness page. So I mean, it's like a freedom of choice, and I like having that, you know, like people like having the choice of like, hey yo, like my fitness page can do all this, or my podcast could do this, or you know, my YouTube page did this, like, and they chose to go do it, and I'm starting from scratch. That's I don't know, I just like having that freedom of choice instead of just forcing people to be like, and just forcing shit on people that like, oh man, I already have like 10,000 followers, and now I'm gonna start posting, like switch up and just put like, you know, like podcast shit, or you know, I'm gonna sell my Instagram to like someone, and they're just gonna start creating quotes. You know, it's a quote page now, or it's a anime page. And that's what people literally do, and I just feel like there's something type of, it's fake. It's fake because you didn't earn those. They're not there because of the podcast or because of you as a person. They're there because they started off as, you know, again, it started off as a certain type of page, and then they ended up selling it to, you know, and it turned into something else. Mm-hmm. So I just want everything that I create, and that becomes like, the podcast following is going to be the podcast following, and then my following is going to be my following, and then, but they're all kind of connected because I'm intertwined with it.
Yeah, my fucking, the VG shit passed my fucking following, you know?
That's crazy.
Like, fuck, you know?
I know, that's what's kind of like, that's dope though. Because like, and then though, like, imagine like you were like, had the VG page and your page were combined. It's just like, how do you know when to post? Like, it's just gonna like you're just gonna be posting about your family or about like, you know, stupid shit, and then like people that are just like trying to see the construction are gonna comment on your own life, and you're just gonna be like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just gonna, you know, it's like it's like you create that freedom of choice, and I think that's nice.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, the next podcast I have either that one.
What would it be called though?
Just my name, something about my name, Jesse Joe or something.
Jesse Joe.
Yeah. Come on, my name's Joseph.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa calls me Joe.
Oh really?
Yeah, he calls me Jesse Joe.
Jesse Joe. JJ.
No, not just Joe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I want to start that, make stuff about how to drive trailers, stuff about like how to do certain things, stuff about.
You should do like you should definitely do like a little like clever like builder kind of name that's like kind of like catchy, but like Jesse Joe. I kind of like Jesse Joe.
Yeah.
And then just he was like a little construction man, just like.
I don't know if it's gonna be all construction though. It might just be like the people I follow. It's like in my group that they don't all do just construction. They kind of do like just like the lifestyle of it, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I think to build something like that, it could be very motivating, you know, because I had my dad, but now everyone has my dad. You know what I mean? So not everyone, like when I talk to you guys didn't really know about how much all that world, how big it is. You know what I mean? And
not at all. It was
don't,
its own little bubble.
And I do know about it now. You know what I mean? And
so you could spread it.
Kind of spread it, you know, and like build it even bigger because if there's more people in it, there's more money.
More money.
You know, so this is the way it is, you know? But
Damn.
that would be nice to do. And then that way I don't have to only be posting on, VG about like when I have to do the rocks and stuff.
And the
I
reels
really
and all
want to
that.
do that, you know? I want to post a video about what I'm thinking about when I'm going to San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping around a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
You know what
no.
I mean? Like how that's messing with my own brain, you know?
Yeah, know how your own psychology.
Yeah,
how
but
you're
I
dealing
can't
with
post that on VG because what they want to see on VG is the work. You
The
know what I
work,
mean? And I
exactly.
don't
That's where
wanna
you're gonna. That's where you're gonna go to show the work. You're gonna have your own thing just for yourself and your own development, and then you have your actual page, just kind of like
Yeah.
your center hub.
And
I like that. That's sick.
If I get 100 followers and I can get 1,000.
And then each one gets its own type of following because of what it attracts.
Yeah. Then you just build a stronger foundation, whatever.
Exactly. Dang, Bobby, would you ever like start a different page or any type of that type of shit?
No, I don't see my purpose. I don't see a reason for me to do that, honestly.
But like your
Man.
like growth, like of your weight loss journey and all that,
I
could be
mean,
motivational for other people that are in your
Yeah, we're
situation.
talking about that.
yeah, I
You
don't see
you don't see
myself.
yourself like that?
No, I mean it's just personal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really changing my weight to just show everyone to do it. That I
But
can
like
do it.
your final post,
It's-
your next post is gonna be your final cut though.
I said that could be one.
Could. What else could?
I mean, I don't really want to. I mean, I could reach there and then still not post anything.
Yeah.
It's not really something I'm chasing. Like
What
that.
are you chasing?
It's just trying to figure this shit out right now. But
Do you feel like you have like? I mean, I feel like I look at you and like you have a solid foundation though. Like you're growing, like whatever. Like you may not know exactly where you're going, but you're still going. Your trend,
Right.
you're going an upward
That's-
trend.
and,
You're just kind of like, okay, you just need to
you gotta
find.
make
out-
sure you gotta do better than the day before.
You just need to find the current. Exactly.
Right.
And that's the good thing for you, I guess. Like you haven't found exactly what it is, but
I know.
you're still going upward.
Right. I still haven't figured out anything.
You just feel like
I'm
you're just
doing.
giving your all. What motivates you to give your all? Like, why not just give up?
Well, you can't give up,
You can.
right?
There are people that give up.
You
give up
can't
a
though.
couple times.
I say you
gotta
can't.
have a strong mindset.
People give up in the little actions throughout the day.
Little
People
actions,
give up
yeah,
in-
but it won't
You're running?
stop anything,
It
right?
wouldn't.
It would just.
So, but what makes you not make those decisions, and what makes you just keep on motivating yourself to keep on improving every day instead of just letting yourself get comfortable?
I'm never comfortable. That's
You
the
never?
thing. No, you gotta always improve.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird, but a lot of people say this, but you always just gotta improve.
You got
do
that
better.
dog mindset.
You guys said dog mindset is you're gonna keep on growing.
Right, but you can't be satisfied where you're at
Yeah.
until you're. I mean, I don't know if you're ever gonna be satisfied ever. You
What-
can't be at the top and
For
be
me-
satisfied.
For me, like, my satisfaction comes from just chasing it. From just like, okay, like this is like my dream. This is the thing that I found. And just because I have the guts to even go chase it, that's where I'm finding my satisfaction. Even if it isn't.
I find joy in whatever I do.
Yeah, you find the joy.
Right.
You find the joy in the struggle of just kind of like, just the struggle, the journey. I guess.
Yeah, just make it fun. Do whatever
Yeah,
you want
no.
to do, and make sure you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
You can't just do something you don't enjoy and continue. And yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't know where I'm going at this point,
Yeah.
but I know I'm going up. Right?
You just
Damn.
said, I know I'm going up.
My bad, huh?
My bad, bro.
Sorry, but I know I'm going up, but I know I'm not like 100% where I'm comfortable where I'm at. You're never comfortable. You got to do stuff that makes you uncomfortable to make you continue.
Facts.
Yeah, so all I do is spit facts. So
Damn, bro.
My bad.
All right. Shit, bro. Damn. Damn,
Faith.
bro. Well, let's see where we're at right now.
I mean, it's getting pretty late.
It's 2. What time is it?
It's 11:17.
All right, it's 11:17.
Damn.
I'm gonna end this podcast. I like this podcast. This was good. This is a good one. We're 2 hours and 23 minutes in, bro. This is like a Joe Rogan fucking podcast.
I mean,
see, but not every. That's what I fucking get hyped about. Not everyone can hold a fucking conversation for 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Mhm.
We can.
All right.
That's cool.
All right.
See, that's what motivates
All
you.
right.
Like, hey, yo,
This is good.
Cut. You know.
hey, don't cut me, bro. But yeah, no, thank you for joining the 5th episode of the Dropouts podcast. Tune in next time.
See ya.
And see where we're at.